right, it's Talk That Rocks. Video 105.3 FM Talk. Eddie Boyd is here, J.D. Ryan, Dan Lewis, Jonathan Dodge. All right, Dan, pop your mic open. Let's hear it. Is it on?
That's it. I'll turn it up all the way.
Didn't I tell you yesterday there's electric hum in that?
Yeah, there is. You're right.
But I have to turn it up all the way for you to hear it.
I hear it now. Hear it?
Yep.
Very nice. Sounds like a monitor, doesn't it?
Well, I've got several monitors in here, so it might be one of these two.
Flip them off, see what happens. That ain't it. Maybe that was it.
Yeah, it was the top one. This one.
That's the one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, they're going to have to
put a different monitor in here.
They need to run cable or do something. JD, put that on the thing of stuff today. They get everything done from yesterday?
Yes. Almost everything. All the important stuff.
All right, what is that?
Somebody hitting the wrong button in the other studio. They just waved. Sorry.
Which studio was it?
This one's connected by the corner. The engineers are in there piddling with that board.
Oh, okay.
It's connected by one corner.
That monitor that's on right now, what feeds that?
Call screener. Kind of need that one.
All right.
Top monitor buzz in Dan's studio.
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
I even heard it yesterday above all the gulls in the ocean.
I kind of missed that.
Yeah, that was kind of an exciting thing yesterday. Mm-hmm. Grab this.
It's hot in here.
Well, I know the air's on.
Oh, great.
By the way, Bob said that the company came up today and put in the sound deadening stuff here in the studio.
See, it looks great.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Hanna, Bill Maupin with Bemel Industries, Bemel. I just paid for the soundproofing.
Oh.
Website is bemelindustries.com. That made a hell of a difference, didn't it?
A lot. I can't tell how much of it's my headphones are working today or...
Are they working or not?
Perfect.
Hmm? Dan, any other problems in your studio you want us to put on the list before we move on?
No, not at the moment.
Just that hum, that's it?
That's it.
I don't hear the air noise.
Mm-mm.
Are you comfortable in there?
Fairly comfortable, yes.
Quite an exotic look with the overhead lighting.
Yeah, I'm going to adjust those to a certain extent.
I like
They're
it.
kind of blinding me a little bit.
Makes you look thinner.
Well, I'll point more in my direction then.
Not quite as squatchish.
Why, thank you.
You're welcome.
I think.
Mm-hmm. All right. Grab this. Hey, where's my color-coded buttons for the console?
They didn't do those. They're getting them engraved. So it'll say blue, it'll be phone or whatever. Do you have any specific colors you want? That says...
I want it just like the old board.
Okay.
Why couldn't they just pull the knobs off the old board?
They're old.
They're plastic. They'll last for thousands of years.
Yeah, they wear out, though. They look... Other people have touched them.
Okay, I'll wait. Yeah. Go ahead, Tony. You're on the air.
How you doing, Russ?
Good.
Well, are you interested?
Sorry, interested in what?
Some exotic fish.
What kind of exotic fish?
I got 3 piranha I can let you have if you're interested.
Eddie says yes. What do they live in? What kind of water?
Just regular water. I mean, you got to dechlorinate it and all that stuff.
Yeah, you
but
a tank
it's freshwater fish. They're not salt water.
Do they have to have a air pump or something?
Yeah, I've got you can get Emperor filters and stuff like that to filtrate the water and get the biological in the aquarium that they need and all that stuff. But pretty much you can fill up an aquarium and leave about 3 or 4 inches from the top, just dump them in with some water that they're in right now.
Yes.
Out of my aquarium.
Right.
and they'll be set to go.
So we can have those in here in the studio,
if you'd like.
Guardfish.
Guardfish.
Yes.
Where do we get all this tank and stuff? How much is that?
It varies. You'd probably want to get a pretty big tank, pretty nice tank.
How big? I don't think I've ever really seen a piranha except in the cartoons.
These are red belly piranhas.
Okay. How big are they?
I'd say about the size of a medium crappie. You know how big that is?
No. Are they that big?
About 6 inches long.
6 inches?
Yeah, pretty good thickness to them.
Those are big piranha.
You're going to need a bigger. Yeah, we're going to need a bigger boat.
Bigger boat.
Because I just bought a fish tank. It's 5.5 gallons. It's about this big, by about 1.5 feet tall.
Yeah.
About that deep. That wouldn't hold them. You're going to need a bigger one.
You mean like how many gallon tank you think we're going to need?
I've got them in a 55 now, and I think you would want something bigger than that. About 120.
That's huge.
If not bigger.
I don't think my pool's that big.
Jeez.
Yeah, your pool's that big.
100.
Huge. 55 gallon is huge.
That's about 5 foot long. You can get them tall or you can get them long. That's about 5 foot long, 6 foot maybe.
And you don't have to do anything to the water?
You need to fill it. You can put regular tap water in.
Well, I mean, like, once you get everything in, then what do you got to do? Because I don't know any...
You just put gravel down.
Yeah. How often do you got to clean it?
You need to clean it about once every month.
Which means draining it.
Clean it, and you got to scrape the glass, and, you know, you got to clean it. I'm sure you could hire somebody to do it, Money Man.
Line 10, hold on a second. Hold on. Yes, Slade?
Yeah, I do aquarium maintenance for, doctors' offices, people's in their homes. I'd be glad to bring a tank up, set up for you, come once a month, stick my hand in. You don't have to drain the whole tank. You just drain part of it once a month, clean the gravel good. I'd be glad to help you out with it if you want to set you up a tank.
Yeah. How long before you can get up here?
I couldn't get up there today. I'd have to get the stuff together, tank together. And do you have a tank? I mean,
no.
You have to decide on what you're wanting, what kind of aquarium you want to set up.
How much will the aquarium cost us?
I can get you an aquarium pretty cheap, $88.
How many gallons?
So, that's for a 55. It's 4 foot by 2 foot. That's standard 55 gallon, and they go up from there. You each have to decide how big you want.
But you would do the maintenance, right?
Oh, yeah,
okay.
Definitely.
All right, that's one. Okay.
I wouldn't charge enough for the maintenance.
All right, well, just hold on. All right, Dan, we got maintenance on 10. Okay. So now we still got to work on the aquarium.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, what is it, John?
Hey.
Yeah.
I tried to buy some red belly piranhas one time. So I got a 500-gallon fish tank, and a fish store in Dallas told me that they're illegal to own in Texas.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. Hold on a second. Hey, Tony, are those things illegal?
Yes, they are.
Where did you get them?
That's a long story. I know a guy that owns a fish store.
Yeah?
That had the ability of getting them.
What do you feed them?
You can feed them almost anything. I feed them chicken livers. Actually, fish pellets, they'll eat those. I've fed them snakes, frogs.
Live?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've had my little sons bring in a grass snake or something, throw it in there. They just...
Okay, what happens if it's illegal? What happens to you if you get caught with these?
I heard they're $5,000 fine a piece.
How do you get caught, other than talking about it?
Yeah, other than being on the radio talking about it. I don't know.
And who catches you?
Yeah, who do you get tickets from?
I don't know. I would assume Game Warden could probably do anything he wanted.
Oh, well, they'd have to get in here. I really kind of think city limits, metropolitan area. Okay. I don't think that's where they're running around.
Well,
but they might make a special trip for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Hold it. Yes. Eddie, we want the piranha?
Yes.
Yes, we'd like the piranhas.
You would like them?
Yes. Do we want all three?
Yeah, it's don't make it.
Yeah. Yes, we'd like it. How come they don't eat each other?
Actually, the first one I had, I found in an aquarium that was half full of moss. Probably been in this guy's backyard for a month. The fish had no air or nothing, so I took him, and I couldn't believe I had gotten him.
Yeah.
I took him home. Then I bought 5 off this guy that owns a fish store, and he ate 3, and 2 survived, got big enough where they wouldn't eat. But I had a pond in the backyard that my little boys messed up. I had those koi goldfish in there.
Yeah.
And they were about 8 inches long. I had like 6 of them.
You know how great having these would be when you get ready to break up with somebody.
I'm going through a divorce. That's why I'm getting rid of them.
Take her hand and shove it in.
Hey, when they take a dump, am I going to have ex-wife crap in my aquarium?
Not if you get them out soon. No, they're fine. Don't worry.
Wait a minute. I just thought of something. Are you actually getting rid of evidence here?
Yeah. No.
Wait a minute. All right, honey, I'm going to go back into the restaurant to get my gun.
Actually,
stay away from the fish.
I'm afraid that she might get me in trouble with them. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I just got back in my Viper and a fish reader.
Okay.
Yeah, let me put you on hold. Dan, I'll get your phone number.
Okay.
All right, thanks, Tony.
All right, bye.
All right. Well, that's interesting.
Yes. Yeah, maintenance is the biggest part of fish.
Yeah, well, if Slade will do the maintenance, then that's handled. All he's got to do is come by once a month. I wonder how you do a maintenance on those, because you got to get them out to drain it, right?
You just drain a little bit. You don't drain
what?
it.
Yeah, I have a 60-gallon tank at home. You just drain, a quarter of it out and clean it out with a long stick with a sponge on the end that cleans it, and then fill it back up. It's pretty easy.
And these things seriously, really just eat meat. You could drop hamburger meat in there and they'll eat it?
Oh, absolutely. They used to have one at Townie Small when I was a kid. We used to be able to feed it goldfish. It was like $1 a piece to feed it goldfish.
Oh, that's cruel.
Why?
Just buying little fish just to throw them in there and watch them eat them.
No. That's powerful. Just all the contests they're just rushing through my mind right now.
Instead of the stun gun, you put your hand in the piranha tank.
Yeah. You stick your ass in there.
Ooh.
Let one eat it out. Yeah. Yeah, what is it, Mark?
Russ, game wardens have complete authority. They don't have to have warrants to search anything, and they will do it. They can go in anybody's house, anywhere they want to, without any warrant of any kind.
Well, why would they want to come here?
Because they're listening to you talk about illegal fish.
We don't have any illegal fish, nor will we be getting any.
Oh, okay. Hey, it's a hypothetical thing.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Thank
All
you.
right, guys.
We just put a lock on the office that nobody has a key to.
Okay. Are they going to be in the office then, or in here? Studio?
Yeah, you'd want them in the office. The noise would be...
Oh, that's right. You get the bubble.
Yeah. Stick them in your office.
Okay. Why not in yours?
No. You and Dan can chunk them at each other when you're having one of your little piss fights. I heard about that in the office yesterday.
How'd you hear it in the office?
No, I didn't hear it. I heard about it.
Oh.
Other people heard you two fussing at each other.
We closed the door.
They still heard you.
Oh.
I don't want to know about it now.
Okay.
I'd like to hear about it later. Yeah, Chris?
Yeah, hey, I was just going to let you know, he's talking about it's what it's actually called as a red-bellied pacu.
Uh-huh.
It's a freshwater fish. It's totally legal. It's somewhat of akin to a piranha.
Yes.
But it's not an actual piranha. It's not going to stick your hand in the water. It's not going to eat your hand or anything. I worked in a pet shop. I sold them.
Well, that's no good. Do these fish?
Huh?
Shush. Do these fish actually have teeth?
Somewhat. I mean, it's nothing.
I want fish with teeth.
Well, they have teeth. You can feed them pretty good size, inch or inch and a half long goldfish.
I want great big choppers. I want them to look like Bert and Gilliam from Blazing Saddles.
Yeah, I was just letting you know this guy's not really selling you piranha. You're not going to get in trouble for having them. They're illegal fish. It's just that they are one of the most aggressive freshwater fishes you can buy.
Oh, all right. Thanks.
All right, man.
Do we still want them, Eddie?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll tell you later.
Well, hold on. Turn the mics off. Tell me now. Yes, that'll work. Thank you for holding. Yeah, Jim.
Hey.
Eddie, load up the news music, would you? Or do we need a break before news?
Yeah, we need.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, Jim.
Did you pass or fail on the inspection?
On what? Oh.
Mach 5.
It failed. Do you want to know why?
Why?
How did you know I was getting it inspected?
I met you this morning.
Oh.
You had the exhaust leak?
It wouldn't pass because it doesn't have a high beam.
You're kidding me.
I'm crapping you negative.
Well, so that's the only problem. You did good.
Yeah. No, everything else was fine.
Nice meeting you.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
No high beam.
So what are you going to do?
Jeez, I don't know. I just couldn't believe it. All the things, and the guy comes over and goes, where's the high beam? Said it doesn't have one. Oh no. He gets out his state manual, flips to it. Right here, you gotta have a high beam. Any vehicle after 1948 gotta have a high beam. Well, this car ain't got no high beam.
Fail.
Yeah. I went, dude. It's got a high beam. I just can't show you where it is.
You have to trust me on that.
I have to see it. All right, close your eyes. I'm going to hit the high beam. Okay. All right, see those? Those will look brighter. Yes, they are. Close your eyes. I got to turn it off. See that? See how much dimmer they are? I don't think so. I tried all my Wicked City tricks on him.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
No.
So we stinking high beams.
You'll get it inspected.
I'm working on it.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either. He didn't either. That's when he went and looked in his book.
Mine failed for a gas cap. It needed to be a certain locking gas cap.
Yeah.
And they just happened to sell them for $30 there.
You didn't buy it there, did you?
No.
Okay. Break here, Eddie? Okay. Take a break. Be right back. Dan, check the phone lines for a Jiffy Lube or something, please.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
I still got,
what?
Oh, I just still have everybody and their grandmother calling in with piranha advice.
Screw them.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
Well, that sounds queer, doesn't it?
No. Accent colors.
We'll take some of these floods out and replace some of the lights with some pinks and some blues.
I think the piranhas offset the gayness of the accent lights.
Yeah. We're just looking at the lights in the studio, and it's like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 floodlights in here that we had to turn off because it's too hot.
Right. And the lighting's kind of harsh.
And now we got the fluorescent lighting, which is, JD's right, sterile.
Yeah.
So, we're going to take some of the floods out.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to gel some of them. Give them softer colors.
Right.
Thank you.
I can get any color gel from TV people.
Yeah.
What colors you want?
I don't know. What do you think? Blue?
Blue, red, amber.
I don't know. It will look like a disco.
Blue and red.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Hi, James. You fix my office?
Oh, yeah.
Here's your money.
Who else gonna fix it?
I don't know. Give me that, Bob, will you? Thank you. I want a receipt. Well, after the crap job that my realtor did painting that, I had to ask James to fix it.
And it looks great.
Yeah. What are you adjusting there, James?
But narrow down to 60.
Right on.
Yeah.
How to the people. James, my new best buddy.
Yeah, I like it.
Also charged me $20 just to give me the code to get into this studio. Yes, you did.
Did you add it in this?
Yeah, it's in there. There's $70 in there.
James shaking.
Close the dough.
James shaking you down.
Yeah. You want in your office? Yeah, $20. James, I got to get in there. Oh, not the office, the studio.
Yeah.
Then you're going to have to let me in sooner or later. Mm-mm.
My don't your window look nice?
Yeah, the etching. Glass Creations did that yesterday. Nice etching in the window.
Yes.
That's as big as they could make it.
Yes, it covers the whole window.
Yes. What is that, about 36 by 40 inches?
Yeah.
And it's lit.
From both sides.
Beautiful. Anyway, so I'm driving home. We'll do news here in a second. I'm driving home after this place turned me down on the inspection because I couldn't trick him with the high beam thing. I really thought I was close when I said, all right, close your eyes. And I actually, made the noise of, all right, see, they're brighter. Close them. I'm going to hit low beam. See? So anyway, I'm driving home, and I see these guys down out front of one of the, the lube and tune places. Whatever, I don't know the name of it. And all their employees, and they're out pointing at the car. I went, ooh, listeners. Yeah. Cha-ching. Yeah, slam dunk. So I pull up, and I went, all right, here's the problem. I need to get it inspected, but it doesn't have high beams. One of the guys goes, you got running lights? I went, yeah. He goes, let me see them. I turn those on. He goes, now what about the regular lights? I turn those on. He goes, there are your high beams.
Perfect. Good.
So they're ready to go. I'm going to inspect this mow.
Yeah.
And they're ready to go, and they're getting all the paperwork out, and the owner walks out and goes, hold on.
Oh.
Then it sounded like an old state trooper. They told me everything. Well, since you have modifications to this particular design on this vehicle, you're going to have to take it over to the DPS office in Irving and see if they'll have to put in a special classification because of the restructuring of the headlamps.
No.
I went, dude. This old man's going to be like 70. Yeah. And I'm actually saying, dude, they're just high beams. I'll swear to the trooper that they busted after you inspected it. There's something I can do for you. You're an old man. Certainly I could do something. We could work out a deal here. Knob job? No. I don't mind. Just inspect the car.
And he said no.
Right. It's all right. I'll get it handled. I don't care if I got to strap extra headlights to the car and just flip them back and forth. Low beam, high beam. Or just drive in with two flashlights taped to the fender. These run all the time for safety. Hurry.
For the batteries go dead.
Yeah. Those are my low beams. They're the high beams. Hurry. So that was my morning. And I don't like leaving the house in the morning.
No.
So that was 2 hours killed right there. Because you got to wait in line. All right, you ready to do news?
Sure.
Okay. Those levels don't look balanced.
No?
I'll do it now. Eddie, reload that for me.
Thank you.
Didn't I ask him to balance the levels in here?
I thought Jay said he did.
All right, I got it. All right, 340, J.D. Ryan's on the new 105.3 FM Talk with news.
Thank you, Russ. Texas news brought to us by the Texas Department of Transportation. It is Wednesday, June 26th. Birthdays today. Billy Davis Jr. turns 62. Let's see here. Derek Jeter is 28. Chris O'Donnell from Batman and some other things is 32. Chris Isaac is 46. And my kid Christopher is 18. Thank you, Jesus. Today.
What's today, the 29th?
26th. 18 years ago today. You sent him flowers. Yes, they died.
Bitches. Should have used pro flowers.
The investigation has raised new questions about this bus that hit with the church kids in it. About the bus company may be liable for the crash now. This guy, his name is Ernest Carter, had no drugs or alcohol in his system at the time of the crash. He did have a valid commercial driver's license, but a check on his driving record shows recent history of citations. In January of 99, he was cited for speeding in a school zone. Later that year, driving the wrong direction on a one-way street. In March 2000, he was cited for doing 90 and a 60. In August of last year, no proof of insurance. And last November, again for speeding. He has several outstanding warrants at the time of his death. The bus company he worked for also is subject now to the investigation. Eric Rockmore, who owns Discovery Tours of Texas. According to federal law, Rockmore is required to carry $5 million in insurance. The Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration says he has no insurance on file. Montgomery County authorities holding a 20-pound monkey quarantined after the animal attacked 3 people over the weekend in Conroe, Texas, scratching and biting a boy. The monkey also bit its owner and scratched the firefighters severely that tried to get it.
Why is it that's only funny because it's a monkey?
I don't know.
Read that story and just insert...
A dog.
Feline. Cat.
Feline. Montgomery County authorities are holding a 20-pound cat. I guess the weight's funny, too. All right. Are holding a cat in quarantine after the animal attacked 3 people over the weekend, scratching and biting a boy. The cat also bit its owner and scratched... Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, insert monkey again. Do it.
Montgomery County authorities holding a 20-pound monkey in quarantine after the animal attacked 3 people over the weekend.
Monkeys are good regardless.
I just a monkey attack and printed it. I had to go with it. Mailing a letter is going to cost you 3 cents more starting on Sunday to boost the first class rate. 37 cents was approved back in February. A variety of other rates.
Wait a minute. I just bought stamps. Seriously. And I only buy stamps like once every 23 months.
You're going to have to buy the little 3-cent stamp to go with it. They'll start.
And you know what? I'll never buy those. And these stamps will go bad, or I'll use 2 of them just to get a stinking letter out of my house.
Yeah.
They do. They waited. They waited because I bought like $50 of stamps.
Yeah, so they should have given you the option at that point. Hey, it's going up Sunday. You sure you want to buy them now?
Or at least warned you. Now you need somebody that can just, supply you a whole bunch of 3-cent stamps. If somebody would do that, you'd be okay.
Shut up. We're getting free fish today. I don't want to look greedy.
Postmaster General John Potter.
Wait, hold on. Anybody call with an aquarium yet?
Not yet.
Anyway, they promise rates won't go up again until 2004.
Whatever. Do we have to have a pump in this thing, the aquarium?
You should, yes.
To oxygenate it?
Mm-hmm. And rocks and little plants. And
can we just pay somebody to stand there with a soda straw? I know a couple of people need a job here pretty soon.
But do you want them in your office?
I want them close to the piranha.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. The Pledge of Allegiance is now officially unconstitutional. The Federal Appeals Court ruled today. According to the court, the rule is warranted because the words "under God" that appear in the pledge. Congress, the court said, added those 2 words back in 1954, but shouldn't have because it violates the laws that govern the separation of church and state.
Damn it, blow for a while, I'm tired.
A Sunday school teacher who asked a 16-year-old boy to write... What?
We're laughing at the bubble joke.
I like the bubbles.
Go ahead.
A Sunday school teacher who asked a 16-year-old boy to write, "What would Jesus do on his penis?" will spend a month on a work release. Todd Warren...
Bitch! Go ahead.
Todd Warren befriended the boy at church and briefly hired him as an employee. Last September, Warren took the boy to a park, asked him personal and sexual questions about masturbation and homosexuality. He invited the boy to his office and said writing, "What would Jesus do on his penis?" would prevent sexual temptation.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
Warren also asked for daily emails about the boy's sexual thoughts. The boy told parents. Parents called the cops. He's in jail.
I mean, seriously, if you're trying to stop writing, Jesus says no on your weenie.
That would stop you?
Well, yeah. I mean, you go to look at it and it says Jesus says no. And just because you feel like you've, upset him. Keys to Jesus.
Fans of the country singer Toby Keith about to give Peter Jennings the boot. Actually, many, many boots. Hundreds of pairs of them scheduled to be shipped from about half a dozen country radio stations next week to Jennings' office at ABC in New York. The Send Your Boots to Peter Jennings campaign began after, of course, Toby Keith blamed the anchorman for getting him booted off the ABC July 4th TV special.
Look, I can change all the TVs up there, all 4 of them at the same time with one remote.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't that cool? What?
Yeah.
I got 4, 5, 8. Now push it. This one on the far left will stay satellite. All right, 4, 5, 8. 8, 5, 11.
All right.
See? Look at that. 8, 11, 13.
Halfway decent reception, too.
5, 8, 11. Fine. 4, 5, 8. Cool, isn't it?
One remote.
Yeah. I know. Watch this.
Okay.
Close your eyes.
Okay.
All right, now look. Hi, man. Go ahead.
Actually did it. Keith was allegedly dropped earlier this month because the producer said that song that says "You'll be sorry you messed with the US of A. We'll put a boot up your ass. It's the American way." It was a little too rough for their show. A radio personality.
Did they actually say ass in the song or butt? Because that didn't sound like
boot up your ass.
Really?
Yes, it says boot up your ass. Radio personality, of course, named Crash, who co-hosts a morning show on a country radio station in Oklahoma City, started all this UPS in Oklahoma City has volunteered to ship the footwear free of charge to Peter Jennings' office.
Good.
Monday night, Cher concert kind of got out of control when a 400-pound intoxicated foul-mouthed female fan refused to vacate a seat in the very front.
Change that story and make the female fan, but make it a monkey.
All right. Monday night at Cher's concert got out of hand when a 400-pound intoxicated foul-mouthed monkey refused to vacate a seat and had to be forcibly removed. The unidentified monkey, who the witnesses said was dressed in a cowboy hat, tank top, and jeans, caused another fan to be injured. The drama began soon after the ending of the opening act, which featured Cyndi Lauper. The monkey just kept on yelling, "I love you, Cyndi," and was drinking out of a flask. Witnesses said the monkey was morbidly obese, so large that it could not fit in one seat, but had to sit on the armrests. That's funny every time.
Yeah, whatever story goes bad, insert monkey.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
There's a phone line on this. Yeah, Mia?
Hey, I have a tank for you. If you want it, you can have it.
How big is it?
I don't know, but it's huge, and it has a big pedestal, and it's, glass, of course, with silver around it.
Yes.
The framing is silver and the pedestal is silver.
Can you check and see how many gallons it is?
Yeah, when I can get home, but it's like one of those huge long ones.
Well, how long is it?
I would estimate like 4 foot.
That's not that big, is it?
Okay. That's going to be about, I don't know.
Is that like the 50-gallon one?
50, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm 5 foot, so it's probably about 4 foot.
Okay. Do this if you can. As soon as you get home, get the milk jug out of the fridge.
Okay.
And count and fill it up and call me.
You've lost your effing mind.
Okay. Hurry. Bye. That's too small, isn't it?
That's 50, I'll do.
Eddie said 100. Really?
Edward?
It'll 55.
Oh. Eddie, Dan, tell her to call back. I mean, when she calls back, tell her I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, finally, 6 Edmonton, Alberta police cruisers chased and stopped a Loomis armored car recently after a report that it was weaving erratically on the road and that the guard appeared to be signaling by repeatedly swinging a door open, so they thought obviously something was up. There was no holdup. According to the police spokesman, Kelly Gordon, rather, one of the guards had just farted and the other one trying to air out the truck. There's news and information brought to us by Nextel.
Check on traffic. Jonathan Dodge, what do you got?
All right, Russell, this report brought to you by Randall and Cuervo on westbound 920 Mountain Creek Parkway. There's a grass fire blowing smoke across the highway, causing a bit of a slowdown. 2 center lanes blocked eastbound 10 Rogers just before I-45. Due to an accident there. Northbound Loop 12, Walker on the ramp to eastbound 183. Minor fender bender there. Heavy rain causing problems in Fort Worth on Trinity Boulevard west of Highway 360. Road is closed in both directions due to a tanker truck fire. That one causing a heavy delay from the smoke on the highway. This report brought to you by the Texas Department of Transportation. That's traffic. I'm Jonathan Dodge in the new 105.3 FM. What?
Thank you, Jonathan. Weather-wise, going to be isolated thunderstorms. Right now, Fort Worth's getting it, and most of South Dallas around 635 out by I-20. Isolated thunderstorms, 70 for the low tonight. Going to be 90, more rain tomorrow. We are at 90 degrees currently at the Talk That Rocks, Texas, the new 105.3 FM Talk.
All right. You know when I got the fat boy from Harley Davidson of Dallas?
Yes.
And Jason, our sales guy.
Yes.
Supposed to get me a helmet.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And didn't.
Got you the little half helmet.
And then went and got me a helmet because I wasn't going to ride it till I got one. Bitched and moaned, right? About getting me the helmet?
Yeah, kind of.
Mm. He turned in the helmet as an expense to the station. And the station's not going to pay for it, and they gave it to me. Guess who's not getting reimbursed?
Is that a letter telling you to write him a note or write him a check?
This is from Reed, our general manager, Dwayne Walker, our general sales manager. This is not an acceptable expense. Have Jason give the helmet receipt to Russ. He will pay him back. I lost it.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Go ahead, you're on the air. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Man, how do I get a hold of Everett?
For what?
To talk to him.
What do you got?
I got a case.
What kind of case?
A case.
Of what?
Well, okay, my stepsister got a child taken from her. She needs to go to court and fight for it. She needs a lawyer.
Do what?
My stepsister got her kid taken from her from CPS.
Yeah, of course she did. Yeah. Why did they take the kid away?
Because he's got a bruise.
How did he get a bruise?
That she don't know.
Yeah, she does. How did he get a bruise?
I don't know.
They don't take kids away for one bruise.
Yeah. Yeah, the CPS, they leave them there for a while.
They leave them where?
Too long.
Yeah, that was the point I was trying to, yeah. Sometimes they leave them there too long, so it's not just one bruise.
Well, I mean, the kid's only 3 months old.
So he already has a bruise?
Yeah.
3-month-old kid, and she doesn't know how he got a bruise?
Well, it's a long story.
What's the story then?
Okay.
I knew you were leaving something out.
You got time, Russ?
Yes.
Okay. Well, this is what happened. She has to work Saturday, right? So she leaves the baby with her boyfriend, and then her boyfriend gets called into work, so he takes her to the grandmother's. The grandmother's 85 years old.
Wait a minute. Hold on. The baby's 3 months old?
Yes.
And she's already gone back to work?
Yes.
She didn't deserve the kid anyway, but go ahead. You don't have a baby and then immediately go back to work.
Well, Russ, all of us ain't rich like you.
Then you don't have a baby if you can't afford it.
I agree, but it happened.
How did it happen?
What, did she have a baby?
Yeah.
I don't know.
With the boyfriend.
Huh?
No birth control, no condoms?
No. I'm guessing not.
How old is she?
20.
Go ahead. All right. So now, wait a minute. Now the boyfriend, is that what you said?
The baby's daddy, yeah.
The boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Is this your baby?
No. My stepsister's.
It's your baby, ain't it?
No. No, it's not. I swear. But
it ain't my baby. CPS took mine away last year.
Whatever. You got a vasectomy last year.
We're talking about you, Hayseed. All right.
I'm blonde. I'm sorry.
She said the F word, didn't she?
No.
Yeah, somebody did.
No.
All right, so now the boyfriend's got the baby.
No, he got called into work. He was watching. He got called into work, and he took it to the great-grandmother. Great-grandmother's 85
Wait a minute.
years old.
Where's the mother?
At work.
All right, so mother's at work, and she leaves that with the boyfriend, the baby daddy.
Yeah.
And then he's got to go to work.
Yeah.
So he hands off the baby.
An old lady.
He does a lateral to the grandma.
Right.
All right.
And then Amanda comes home and notices it.
Yes.
And she takes him to the hospital.
Right.
And then at the hospital, they say, we're taking it. Because somebody's done this. And she doesn't know what's going on. She took him, because he was hurt, obviously,
And the grandmother doesn't know what happened?
Well, they went and talked to her, and she wouldn't admit to nothing. And obviously, they can't prove nothing without somebody admitting to it.
I don't think an attorney's going to get this baby back.
Well, I mean... Well, what do you think will?
Hopefully nothing. Sounds like a group of monkeys.
Russ.
That's what's going on. You got monkeys raising that baby.
Shut up.
Look at this. Baby got a
You're
bruise.
a punk.
Where'd the bruise come from? Babies don't bounce.
Oh, my God. So, you don't think Everett can help?
You can call him.
Okay.
214, hang on, 823-LAWS, LAWS.
Okay.
Good luck.
Good, thank you.
All right.
Don't investigate, but
Oh, they'll end up getting the baby back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you. You go out to every discount store, every dollar store, and you put up those sprayers. Let them think it's a deodorant. You know, one of those things that go off like every 15 minutes.
It's going to be summer. Call it a mister.
Right, a little mister, and you put some type of sterilization product in it. Tell them you're spraying for mosquitoes. Just have these great big trucks start at Balch Springs.
Why there? Okay.
Isn't that the epicenter?
I thought you were going to ask her where she lived. Because you know.
Yeah, she's close. Yeah. I grew up in Pleasant Grove. I know about Balch Springs. And they just have them make a great big circle. One of those trucks blowing out that stuff that they do to kill mosquitoes. Kill mosquitoes and sterilize people at the same time.
Can't do it.
Be a great summer.
Mm-hmm.
But you put those misters, you stick them in the McFrugals and anything else. That's to get the white trash.
Mm-hmm.
Then, to get everybody else.
There's more.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
You get the little Jesus candles.
Careful.
Put them in that.
Citronella spermicide.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There are plenty of ways to sterilize this country.
Kills more than just mosquitoes.
Yeah. And for any of the people that you missed, the white trash.
Right.
Yeah.
A couple of days with a fixed wing. A couple of NASCAR events.
Instead of towing the banners, you just...
Yeah, just spray them down. That's where I'd start.
It's sad.
That story just started off perfect. CPS took my stepsister's baby away. Yeah. Yeah. That's the way it works. They never take your sister's baby away. Always has to be a stepsister. Baby had a brood. What is it, Scott?
Yeah, hi, Russ. I was wondering, I was doing the deed with my girlfriend last night.
Yeah?
And she wanted to watch it go off. I was just wondering what the deal is with that.
She wanted you to watch you finish yourself?
Yeah. She goes, I want to watch it, I want to watch it, I want to watch it.
I've had somebody ask me that before, and I just felt pathetic.
I used to have a girlfriend who would request that all the time.
Maybe she just didn't want to have sex.
No? But you could drive down the road. She goes, do it.
I think that was her way of making you look like an idiot.
Possibly.
No, I mean...
It could work. Worked every time.
Yeah, but I mean, she just sits there. What did she do while she was watching you?
She was just like,
sometimes
just going off on it, I guess.
Was she doing anything to herself while you're sitting there?
Yes.
Now, did you guys have sex?
Yes.
And then you finished up?
Outside.
By popping a cap in a Kleenex?
No, on her, but...
Oh, okay.
But I was just wondering if that's what women get off on.
I'm trying to think if I've had... Just one. Mm-hmm. I can only think of one chick. So, I don't know. If that was a big thing, I would guess... I would have heard about it a lot more.
And there's others that ook if you get it anywhere near them.
Oh, yeah, they jump up. They immediately... I had one girl jump up and then roll her stomach all over my sheets.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if that was just a normal thing or...
I don't know. Hey, Dan?
Yes, sir?
You ever whip up a batch for Laura?
No.
She never asked you to do that?
No. She doesn't... she thinks like the... in the adult films...
Yeah.
The money shots, those gross her out.
Really?
Yeah.
You accidentally ever get it on her and she wigs out?
Yeah. One time. I've had to be really careful. She finds that relatively unappealing. Ooh, icky, get it off me now.
That's freaky. Chicks one way or the other.
Yeah.
Either get it on me or don't.
Yeah, I've actually had one, where you would have it on yourself, and they would...
Mm-hmm. That's the same chick that I'm talking about. You know.
No, she's the opposite.
Did she just start doing this, Scott?
Yeah.
How long you been together?
About a little bit over a year.
Normally when people start changing their sexual practices, that means they're fooling around.
Well, no, I mean, it's...
Yeah, that's right. It's probably not it.
I mean, I went...
Yeah, you're right.
I went diving on it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Had you divin before?
Oh, yes.
But this is the first time she asked you to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, she probably... Nah. Everything's probably okay.
But what difference would it make?
What, if she was cheating?
No, well... No, what difference if it was in or out?
I don't know.
You know?
I don't really care.
I don't know.
Yeah, okay, bye.
Bye.
Yes, Louie.
Hey, Russ.
Mm-hmm.
While you're on the subject of sexual encounters, did you get the freak on last night?
No, I didn't. Dan, what happened to the Bosnian chick?
Did you call her?
Was I supposed to?
Yes.
Oh. Sorry, Louie.
All right, man.
All right. Perhaps I'll have a story for you tomorrow. Your buddy's sorry.
I cannot babysit all of your poon for you.
I don't have...
You're going to have to take responsibility for some of this poon.
I don't have that much. I got drunk last night and did the drunk emailies.
You did not.
Yes.
To who? Is Russell Johnson?
No.
Ed Asner.
Oh, boy.
L.A. Lamont. You did not.
Group answer.
Yeah.
You didn't.
Yeah.
Did she answer?
Oh, yeah.
Well, first of all, what did you email her? What did you ask her?
First of all, it was very innocuous.
Uh-huh.
Nothing else. I just typed up, are you not talking to me? That was it. Nothing else.
That's fair. That's good. No, I miss you. No.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
You not talking to me. Russ, send.
Yes.
That's perfect.
And?
She sent back an email that said, I think it was just absolutely not. Great big font. I think the biggest font I've ever seen. It almost didn't come through the computer. That's a big font.
She knows how to change the font. I'm impressed.
Yeah. That's the fun.
Well, absolutely.
That's funny. That's what I thought, too. Not only does she know how to change the font, she knew how to make it bigger.
Yeah.
And really picked an ugly font to kind of communicate the message.
Ooh. Absolutely not. No other words?
That was it. And 3 exclamation points.
Wow.
He's not happy.
And I'm still getting emails from people trying to convince me I need to go ahead and take her back. I don't get it. It's not that interesting of a radio bit. It's just not. That's why I really don't want to talk about it, because I'm bored with it and I've been banging her.
I just think they like her. She has a great personality.
I have never gotten this much email about any topic other than, like if I say, hey, I need a builder for this, you'll get emails, people going, well, I know this person or I can do it, da-da-da. That's when you get a lot of emails. Right. But that was kind of a solicitation.
Sure, they have no personal benefit in this.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. They just got to know her. They like her.
I suppose. Yes, Cheryl?
Hi, Russ.
Yes, ma'am.
I just had a rebuttal on your comment that if a woman changes their sexual practices after being with you for about a year, that they're probably fooling around.
Mm-hmm.
My husband and I have been together about a year and a half. And
this is going to be too easy. I almost feel bad.
Sometimes it takes a woman a little bit of time to get comfortable enough to where they can really let their sexuality out. I mean, we're starting to explore all kinds of neat things, and I haven't fooled around on him at all.
No, of course you haven't.
No, heck no. But yeah.
Has he ever come home and said, hey, sweetie, I want to try something new?
Once in a while.
Yeah.
I don't think he's fooling around on me. He doesn't have time or the money.
No.
But really, I think it takes women a little time to warm up to it. Unless
how long have you been married?
A year and a half.
Yeah, everything's probably fine.
It is great. Actually, we're going to stripper clubs and swingers clubs and having a good time.
How old are you?
40.
How old is he?
45.
Okay. Thanks.
But,
You actually, eyes are watering.
Yeah, it just grossed me out. Dan, is that chick up here, the chick in the lobby, is that the one that was going to read the news for JD?
That is her.
Where are my glasses?
In a red outfit, little mini skirt.
Is she positioned so I can...
I'm not sure.
Now, how old did she say she was yesterday when she called?
I don't remember. Mid-20s? Late 20s? I'm not sure.
I don't remember.
Now, she remembers the deal.
Yeah, if she's not hot, you smack her.
No, we beat her.
We don't beat her. We don't beat women.
Let me look first.
No.
I don't see her.
Oh, I got the couches around the corner. You're going to have to move those.
Tell her to come over here so I can see her. Yeah, I like this. Right here. Right here. Right here. Look where my finger's pointing. Put her right here. Have her, look at his hand. Look at the left one. The hand's coming to the right one. Bring her from here. Hi, come stand right here. He's got fake boobs.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Go like this. There you go. She used to dance someplace. Yes, okay. She's gonna dance out in the lobby. Yeah. Oh, she works out. Oh, she does. Yeah.
She does work out.
She ain't 27.
No.
She wasn't 27 when the Cowboys won the Super Bowl. She's one of those female bodybuilders. Mm-hmm. She hasn't gone too far yet with her working out.
Almost.
Dan, what instructions did you give her yesterday before she came up?
I told her that she had to put together her own newscast.
Okay.
Have it ready to go.
Yeah.
And bring her own headphones.
Okay.
That we would not loan her any.
She says she has any experience?
I didn't ask her that.
Probably not. She looks like a former dancer.
Yeah.
Could be.
And she's starting to get that guy face. You know when chicks work out a lot?
Yeah.
Have a square jaw.
Right.
Yeah.
She almost looks like a female Rob.
Yeah, not quite that bad, but
yeah.
working that way.
Right, she's headed that way. And anytime a chick comes in and shows off her muscles, that means that she's probably going to turn into a dude.
Yes. I know.
What is it, Sean?
Hey, yeah, Russ, I was just wondering, you were talking about how you always wear protection after that one time you got scared getting that girl pregnant.
Right.
How is it that you're having an orgasm on a girl's belly if you're always wearing a condom?
Ain't you watched the porns where you actually, as you remove from the fur garage, you actually grab the condom as it's blah, blah, blah?
Yeah, but it's kind of like...
I'm sorry, I thought I just explained it for you.
Well, no, you got to be kind of small because, I don't know, if you pull a rubber glove off your hand, you got to, it fits kind of tight, so it's just sliding right off there. What's going on?
I just told you how it works.
Well, it don't work that easy.
Yeah, it does.
Mm-hmm. You just pull from the top, or you got to roll it up? Or
grab it by the base. Just slips off. Everything's already slick as it is anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, works quite dandy. Give it a shot.
Okay. I'm good. All right, man.
All right.
Later.
Your little slam didn't work, did it? All right. Dan, I want to take this call before we break. All right, 4? All right. Yeah, Amanda?
Hey, I heard that you were going to smack her. Are you really going to hit her?
Who?
The girl that's trying out for the news thing for JD.
No.
You better not, dude. That's messed up if you do, for real.
No. Don't hit women.
Well, I heard you talk about, like, your ex-girlfriends and stuff. So.
Nope. That's not cool.
Yeah, I don't think so. Okay.
Unless they got it coming.
What?
No, nothing.
What'd you say?
I didn't say anything.
No, for real. What'd you say? You said something like, if they have it coming or something. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Dude, that's messed up. For real. Dude, you are such an ass. For real.
I'm kidding. You don't hit women. Looking people in this building everywhere. For some reason, they got to walk past this window out this side of the studio.
And they wave. You don't see it because you're not looking that way. For some reason, we're in the middle of the show and they're like, hey, the goober. They just wave. Even Gribben yesterday walked by and was like, waving. Like I'm going to go, hang on a minute. Hey, Steve. Okay, I'm back. What a moron. All right. I love this colorator. Fort Worth's getting rain, so is South Arlington.
You don't know what's going on in there, Dan, because you're in another studio. That's all he talks about now. As soon as we went into that last break, wow, Fort Worth's getting hammered.
Yeah,
Look at that line of thunderstorms. It's just moving in. It looks like it's moving to like 28 miles an hour.
I got news for you. He does in the office too. Color radar.
He's cool. Okay, I'll go talking about the radar.
Are you guys getting along now in the office?
We normally do get along.
Not according to the stories I heard around yesterday. People heard you guys screaming at each other in the office.
We were not screaming at each other.
Somebody heard you outside of your own office, and nobody told me, so obviously somebody was screaming.
Well, there are people that are close to us, and we are right there by the doors leading out to the lobby, so people do pass by quite often.
We're fine. We've kissed and made up.
What happened?
Just don't.
What was the story?
If it's over, why bring it up?
Because he wants to know the dirt.
I don't want it to be over.
You want us to not get along? Is that what you're saying?
No, it'll be fun. Hi, sweetie.
Hi.
Where'd you used to dance?
I don't dance.
Where did you dance?
I have never danced.
Ever?
Ever.
And you're 20. Yeah, you plug it. Your head. She brought the wrong kind of headphones. Do you have that? Are those brand new?
No, they're from a friend of mine at the office.
Oh, you need a little adapter.
Do we have a little adapter?
Okay, you can use
sure?
this.
I don't want to break the rules before I've even started.
That's quite all right.
Okay.
And you're 27?
Okay.
Is that what you said?
No.
We don't think you're 27.
I didn't say I was 27.
How old are you?
36.
Yes, okay. There, Dan, she's all set. Thank you.
All right, I've got these.
All right, so, yes, just sit there and get settled over there. So what happened in the office?
Nothing.
What happened?
Dan took that tone with me, and I was having a bad day, and I kind of snapped at him.
Which tone? You're an idiot, and I know what I'm talking about?
That's the tone.
All I said was he was having trouble with his computer again. He couldn't get it to print.
I know okay, well, let's back up.
No.
Wait, there's so many good aspects to this. I don't want to miss anything.
There are no good aspects to it. Nothing happened.
I'm savoring. Hush.
All right.
So, who started it? Who did something first?
I just made a comment that my computer would not print now.
Were you smacking on it again?
No, I didn't hit it. I just said...
Did he hit it, Dan?
He came in a bad mood almost every day. He comes in...
I'm exhausted. I'm tired of moving my home. I'm moving up here. Everything owns in boxes.
It's not fair of you to take it out on Dan.
I know. I said, I apologize later. I said, I'm sorry. I'm crabby.
Yeah, he was not in a good mood when he came in.
Frustrated with the computer.
Hold on. I'm keeping score here. All right. JD, Dan. All right. You have one mark because you were crabby.
I was definitely crabby.
All right. Dan gets one just because. Go ahead.
Stop that.
And then it wouldn't print anyway. Every time I hit print, it was freezing up. I have to restart the computer.
Okay.
And I just went, damn it.
Did you say it loudly?
No. I just was angry.
Did you smack the computer?
I did not smack the computer.
Okay. Then what happened?
You're leaving a little out.
Did you leave something out?
Fill in. What?
Well, like I said, he came in a bad mood.
Yes. I already had that written down.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. And once he got on his computer, nothing was working on his computer.
Yes.
And then he realized he was not plugged into the internet.
Okay.
So we had to find the internet connection for him.
Okay. You get another. I'm having to give you another mark just because you're taking too long.
You want to know what happened or not?
Well, him not getting. Yeah, this is not relevant.
No, it is relevant to the story. Because it leads up to all the computer
I'll put a little squiggly through the mark just for right now.
Okay.
All right, so you're back down to one. All right, go ahead.
So I found the connection for him, got him hooked up.
Yes.
And he's asking me questions, and I'm answering the questions.
Okay.
In that tone.
I wasn't using the tone. I just answered
tone?
the questions.
Was he in a tone? You know what, Dan? You're more often than not, you get the mark. Because I know you in that tone.
You know what? You weren't even there.
I know I know the tone that you take with people. I see you doing it already in this building, and I'm telling you right now, don't piss these people off. That Chinese guy that's been helping you, he brought you a cable. You didn't even say thank you. He goes, yeah,
yes,
that's what I needed.
Did say
you didn't
thank
say it right
yes,
there. I watched you.
You know what? You're the worst example. You're the one who says thank you the least, especially to us.
I don't say it to you because you don't deserve it. I say it to everybody else in the building.
You actually do. I hear him say thank you.
I go out of my way to thank people in this building. Even people I don't even like. Because I never know when I'm going to need something. So don't ever tell me. I've warned you about that I don't know how many times. Don't competition with these people.
I'm not. You're the one that
Nobody likes you over at the other building. That's why we had to move over here.
Are you quite done?
Yeah.
All right. I found his connection for him, got him hooked up. He asked me one time, are you having any trouble printing? No, I'm printing fine. He's switching this over to another printer. Maybe that's it. Try the 4000 printer. Okay. Again, he asked me, are you having trouble printing? No, I'm not having any trouble printing.
Were you bothering
I didn't ask him twice.
No, you asked me 3 times.
I knew it was mine, didn't I? I knew it was my computer because it was freezing up.
Right.
It had nothing to do with the system.
Yes.
It was my
Well, why is it we have two different stories here? Did you ask him a bunch of times?
I did not.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. I wasn't aware of asking you so many times. And
Well, you mumble quite a bit. While you're on the computer, you're mumbling and bitching at your computer. And I don't know if you're asking me.
Do I need to put up a sheet between you two?
Yeah.
I Would that help? A sheet?
I almost moved Eddie's desk in the middle, but I knew he'd kill me.
See, is the middle closer to Dan?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. What do we need to do?
Nothing. We're fine now.
There's nothing.
So
He asked me, and I said, I don't understand why you're having such a problem with the computer.
I don't understand why you always have trouble with your computer. Well, I guess it's me. It wouldn't print. It was a computer error.
And then that's where he flipped out. He just started yelling.
Did you scream at the Dan?
No, I said, just about that tone. I said, I guess it's just me, isn't it? And he got up slowly. And he walked to the door. And he closed the door. And he goes, never take that tone with me. I'm like, don't take that tone with me.
Actually, you said that first.
Oh, I did. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah. You said, don't ever talk to me that way again.
No,
that's
when I got up tone. I use the word tone.
That's when I got up and closed the door.
I'll quit it.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. I know everything and you're an idiot tone.
Yeah, you have that tone, Dan.
Anyway,
Fine, I have that tone.
That's the one! There it is. Thank you, Daniel. And it just hit me. That was a bad day, and I got up and I went upstairs and I said, I'm going upstairs to finish my work. And I finished in the sales department. I came back down and apologized.
Did he apologize?
Yeah, he did.
Okay. Then I'll take away the point that I gave you earlier for apologizing.
It was all over.
Did Dan apologize?
Yes, he did.
Okay, so Dan loses his, but Dan got a point to start with because...
Just because.
Yes. So Dan lost that
and
one.
He's helped me
I'm sorry, I tried to be fair on that one, Dan, but
no, you didn't.
And he's helped me with the computer before. And it's just the whole thing. Been moving on.
Well, this has been a lovely segment, and I'd love to milk this a little bit longer, but we got the chick over here. You're not anything just yet. Hey,
don't jump the gun.
Yeah. And it's still hot in here. Didn't James come in here and say he was cranking the air down?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's still burning. And all we have on are fluorescents.
Is that because I'm in here?
You need to shut up for a while.
Sorry.
What were you about to say, Dan?
Well, no, it's really hot in here because now with all this damping over the AC vent.
You get no air.
There is no AC vent.
Okay.
But it's quiet.
Yes, very lovely, except for that hum noise, which they can fix later. How are we doing on spot today? We all right? Do we? All right. I'll visit with her momentarily. You have any radio experience?
Yes.
Where did you work?
I didn't.
What's your experience?
I was on a dating show when it was 105.3, and that's it. So that's not really experience, but I've been on the radio.
Remember when I told you yesterday and I asked her, where are you right now? In my car.
Same
answer. Yeah.
Same girl, yeah.
What dating show?
AW used to have a dating show.
Nice having you up here.
Well,
wait a minute. Were you one of the contestants?
Yes.
Well, you have no radio experience.
It was 1 hour.
That don't make any difference.
Wait, it was an hour and a half.
And you can't count the fact that we're talking. You know what? I was on hold today. I was talking. I was getting directory assistance. So I put on my resume that I work for the phone company.
Well, I do know that.
I called the airline once.
Yeah, I'm a pilot.
I intended that to be somewhat humorous, but I just wanted to just voice my opinion on the fact that.
Well, you're pretty enough. What are you doing on an AW show trying to get a date?
Oh, this was years and years and years ago.
Were you ugly then?
Probably when I was 27.
Oh. Take your jacket off. Don't think about it. Just do it. How long you been working out?
Probably 7 years, 8 years.
Her arms are bigger than mine. I bet she could.
Not.
Yeah, you could whoop my ass in arm wrestling.
Yeah, probably, but that doesn't mean that my arms are bigger than yours.
Yes, they are.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think I'm a dude now?
How much do you press?
Actually, probably like 70 pounds. I'm not very strong.
But she knew the number. That's all I was looking for.
Well, I had to add it up in my head. You've got the bar, and then you've got the little.
You get those little
10-pound
squares.
weights.
And you can't. I tried lifting all the squares one time, but I couldn't. So I lift them one at a time, and then I add them up at the end of the day.
The one with those little numbers on them. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you bench press? 808 pounds. I don't know. Took me a week.
But I'm still somewhat feminine, so I won't go over the edge. How about that?
I think you're headed that way to where, because right now you're too. Not that you give a rat's ass what I think about, but you're too bulky for me.
Well, I probably am holding a little bit of, food right now.
I mean, you're too muscular.
Too muscular?
Yeah, turn around. Are you using that orange spray on stuff?
I have some on right now, yeah.
I don't like that.
Oh, okay.
Turn around.
I do fitness competitions as a hobby, so I have that stuff.
Do the.
Do you want me to take my headphones off or leave them on?
Yeah, take them off. You don't need to hear what's going on.
Well, maybe I should leave them on.
No, I'll take them off.
I don't know.
I want to see some of the poses.
Well, I don't do like the bodybuilding flexing pose.
Do this one.
All right, I'll do that.
Do that one.
Okay, ready?
That's where they show off their back. The back. Okay. Yes.
Oh, you want me to do the back?
Yes. Turn around.
Okay.
That's where you turn. I have to see. Shush. Turn around.
And then you pull your hair to the side.
Yes, I always do.
And you put your leg out.
Right. There's no way I'd ever date anybody like that. She'd kill you. It's not just that. That's like looking at a guy.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
A really shapely guy, but...
Come on.
I mean, you still look like a woman, but you're headed in the direction of you're going to be a guy.
Well, see, I'm not looking to do that as a profession, so that
doesn't make any difference. I think I've heard this gets very addictive, and you want to go on and on and on, and you want to see more and more results to where you just lose your mind. Look at Rob. Mm-hmm. Rob is huge. There's no reason for a human being to look that way.
No.
Well, I don't have a desire to go on and on and on like that. I have a desire to continue to stay healthy and have a hobby of like doing fitness contests to keep me going with my...
You're going to keep working out and you're going to lose your cans. You know that.
Well...
See, she doesn't care.
I wanted to kind of kindly let you know that they're kind of not really all there anyway, so...
What's wrong with them? How many kids you had?
I have had none.
Really?
I'm 36 and I've had no kids, and I don't know that I necessarily do want to have children. Mm-hmm. So maybe that's another reason why I can do
I would
gym
shoot
thing.
Them across the room.
Yeah.
You what?
Push.
That's one.
They don't fly, do they?
They don't. They don't bounce, but they do stick to the wall. We'll name that one Festus. I don't know why, it just seems to fit. Yes. Will you be showing your breasts today?
No, I won't.
What if nobody else looks but me?
No, I won't.
There's some roids in it for you.
Well, then there won't be any to see, so I'll pass on the roids.
You know you're on the roids, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
Yes,
honestly.
you are.
Don't.
Can't we test for roids?
Yes.
You can test.
I will tinkle in a cup right now if you want me to. Seriously.
I'd love to see that.
In your women's restroom, I'll do that.
I got somebody's office you can do it in.
Okay, that's fine. No, because I don't do that kind of stuff.
In there.
Seriously, I like being the feminine part of the industry.
Yes.
I like being the feminine part of the industry,
Let me
not
see
the
your
masculine
legs.
part. Stand back? Okay.
Yeah, so I can see them. Those are guy legs.
No, they're not.
Sweetie, you're ruining your body. You really are. Let me see your ass. Not your abs, your ass.
Oh, sorry. No. Well, what do you mean? Like
your ass. Let me see your ass. Unzip it and show. Pull it up.
No, I'm in a thong.
I know. I want to see. All you chicks wear thongs. Let me see. I really have to see. I want to see what a 37-year-old woman's butt looks like.
No, I'm not showing you my bum.
Just pull it up really quick.
No,
it's a flash.
No.
Turn around.
No.
No audition.
Well, that's fine. I'm not going to show you my bum. Maybe if I get the job or something.
That's sexual harassment. I can't do it that way. I can turn you down if you don't show it to me.
Okay.
No, that's not right. That's not right. But did you know? Yeah. She goes, yeah, that's right. Oh, no.
No, I'm not going to show you that part. Just like I'm not going to put on my pants either.
Let me see your ass.
You can see through the skirt.
I don't want to see it through the skirt. Just pull your skirt up really quick. Stop being a prude.
Oh, Lord. No, I'm not going there.
See, she's close. Yeah.
I can be persuaded, but
we can turn these lights down.
Now.
What if we turn the lights off? We'll turn the lights off. I really have to see your ass now. I have to see it. Seriously.
No. You already told me my cans are too big. Now you're going to probably
I said you're going to lose them if you keep working out.
I mean, my arms are too big.
Yeah, your arms are too big.
I get the cans and the arms confused.
All right, we're going to take a break then.
Okay.
We're going to come back and you're going to show us something.
Like what?
We'll start with your ass.
I love it. This is great. Okay, maybe I can persuade myself to do that. I don't know.
Would you like something to drink?
People will have to stay tuned to find out.
To drink? Shush.
I have some lemonade right here.
Would you like something in it?
No, not before I audition. Are you kidding? I don't want to slur like someone else I know.
Yeah, thanks. I saw it.
And I mean, no, I'm not doing
Okay, I'm done with you. All right. Eddie, would you put her in the waiting area?
Yeah.
Okay. Let her relax in my office. Hey, no. You just go in there and relax, and then when we come back, because I don't want to talk to you during the break, because I know you're going to want to talk to me. You can leave all your stuff because you're coming back. Okay. Yes.
You promise I'm
Yes. I just don't like to talk to people during the break. All right. All right. When we get into the break, take her headphones and stick them out in the hall and get rid of her ass.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
Would she bring her resume?
What? Yep. With her news and everything, there's a little resume with pictures and everything.
Did she actually write her own news out?
She kind of just highlighted some headlines. I don't know if she's going to read out the paper.
Well, she's got that part of it down.
I want to highlight the actual story, not just highlight the headlines. Maybe she was just going to talk through the news. Just kind of say, John Lee Bobbitt, he's back in jail, or whatever. I don't know. What she's going to do.
Let's see what she's done here. Hold on. What is it, Gavin?
Yeah, Russ, I just want to say I'm a big man myself.
Yes.
Two things. I find fit women extremely attractive.
I'm not talking about fat. We've covered this. I'm not talking about fit women. I'm talking about women with muscles. Muscles.
That's fine. Wear me out, brother.
That makes you queer.
Not really.
Yes, it does.
Okay, another thing.
All right, I'm queer. Damn it.
I don't get to listen to your show that much.
That's okay. I don't either.
But the other week, you had some lady that wouldn't come up there and witness to you. Do you remember that?
No.
There was one that
on the
prayed
radio.
for you over the phone.
Oh, yeah. But she wanted to come. Nobody came up.
No.
Yeah, well, I was just saying, if you give me directions up there, I'll be more than happy to, brother.
Do what?
Witness to you.
About what?
About Jesus. Because that lady totally denied the opportunity to.
I thought
you were upset about it.
I thought Jesus don't like the queers.
Who said anything about being queer?
You said you were queer earlier.
Did you say that?
You did.
Queer's coming out of your mouth, brother. Okay, my mistake.
And they go in yours. Bye. All right, that was a little cheesy. Sorry. All right. Yeah, she's got all kinds of pictures here in her resume. See that?
Let me look. Oh, yeah.
That's too much.
Oh, yeah.
Chick with a six-pack?
Definitely.
And those great big, what are these muscles right here? Whatever your front leg muscles are?
Yeah.
Huge. There was no reason, the muscle pose that they always do where they just kind of like the Popeye thing?
Yeah.
They just go like this. I don't know how to explain this on the air.
Flexing.
Yeah. But both arms, just kind of...
The classic muscle pose.
Yeah. There was a picture of her doing that. Women should never do that. It's not feminine. It's not attractive. There's nothing in that picture that makes me want to be with her.
They should never do that, especially if they have the biggest muscles in the room.
Yeah. That's a show-off. Somebody out there in the line? Yeah. All right. Well, let's just run over her little resume here. Personal stats, date of birth, 12/9/65. Height, 5'2", eyes blue, 120 pounds. Excuse me. Experience. Well, you know what? I apologize. She does have quite an extensive background. Okay. 1975, modeling a brochure for Old Tucson in Arizona.
Oh, yeah.
1981, drama. Lead actress. Dial M for murder.
That was big.
In high school.
That was big.
In high school.
Yes. Yeah. 1985, HBO short. Teenage character in video game virtual reality movie.
Okay. Katie's got that credit.
Yeah. What was that video game you were in?
I was never in it.
Yes, you were. What was it, Dan? Howdy, partner. Was that it? Good shooting. Try again.
In general, something.
What was it?
On a radar, look.
Education towards acting. So she's actually gone to school to get into broadcasting. Yeah. 1981, high school drama class. 1984, acting classes in Arizona.
All the cool kids were doing it.
Yeah. Because as we all know, that's the mecca for training for...
That's where you go.
Yeah.
Theater.
Oh. See, I didn't see this till just now. I just looked down. Now I'm embarrassed. 2001, Don Shook's acting workshop.
Don Shook's?
Yes.
Of all the people.
Was it a 3-day workshop, or does it say?
It doesn't say.
Oh.
I just think the name Don Shook carries it all. I'm a figure competitor, won the second place in the figure short division, Western USA 2. I competed at Southwest. Stop! You people, stop looking at here! All right, Eddie, close those blinds. I can't stand it anymore. Every time somebody walks by there, there's this tall, blonde-headed guy that's walked past that window 8 times in the past 6 minutes. There's no reason. There's nothing out there to be walking to or from.
He's running the cable for your TV connection in your office.
He can live there. He can live in front of the window. I apologize to him and Century Satellite and the Dish Network. So, I want to see her cans. Eddie, is she still in my office?
Yes.
Take your cell phone.
Okay.
And take it to her so I can talk to her. She's not coming back until I see cans. She's cute if she'd just get on a Stairmaster instead of leg lifts.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. If you're into bodies like that and you're a guy, you're gay. You secretly want to be with a guy, but you don't want to admit it. You don't want anybody to find out. You figure that's good because she looks like a guy. She looks like a good-looking guy.
Right.
All you got to do is give her a strap-on. You're Queer Central. Queer City.
I think you're right. It's too much.
Everything you wanted to have in a guy, and you ain't got to mess with it. And nobody got to know because she's a chick. Which line, Dan? 3?
Yes.
Sweetie Pie?
Yes.
Will you be showing us any cans?
No.
Any bottom?
Yeah, I'll show you some of my butt cheek.
I want to see all of your butt cheek.
I'll show you some of my butt cheek.
I want all of it. All of it.
All right, I'll show you all of one butt cheek.
No, I want both butt cheeks at the same time. I'm not negotiating for butt cheeks.
Well, that's what all of this stuff is all about. It's negotiating.
I don't negotiate. I got no time to negotiate. And how come you won't show us your cans? Is there something wrong with them?
No, there's nothing wrong with them, but I'm married and I saved those for my husband.
Oh. All right, stick her headphones out in the hall.
Okay.
And then we'll do news. She left out the married part. Is that cold?
Pretty.
All right, Eddie didn't load up your news music. All right. So we'll do this. Yeah, I'm not gonna suffer through that if she's married. What, line 9? Yeah, what is it, Mike?
Man, who the hell are you, man? Why you got to just sit there and jump on all over like that, man? If that's the way she likes her body, there's nothing wrong with that.
Because I can.
Well, yes, because it's the Russ Martin Show.
Yeah.
But you sitting there, you tell her.
I just answered your question. I said because I can.
Yeah. Well,
like why does Tiger Woods date a bunch of hot-looking blondes? Because he can. If you do it and nobody does anything, that means you can.
Yeah, pretty much.
You ain't got no right telling people how to live their life.
Yes, I do.
If she's happy.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
And you don't get to see no cans either.
No. Wow.
Yeah.
Are you stung? Mortally wounded?
Yeah.
Hurt?
Should we go home?
Yeah, there's no way to continue the show after that.
Not after.
It's like talking to Arnold from Happy Days on the phone. All right. You ready for news?
Absolutely.
Is she gone, Eddie?
Yes.
What do we got a break for?
We need a short one.
We just came back.
We did. We've been back for 11 minutes. 11 minutes.
Swear.
On my mother's grave.
All right, everybody let that joke go. Hey, mother's not dead. It ain't Tuesday yet. All right. Seriously. right, 5:05. Do a check on traffic. Check on traffic. Screw that. J.D. Ryan's at I just talk.
Okay. It is brought to us by your Mitsubishi dealer. They say wake up and drive. And also brought to you, your brakes are grinding. Call Just Brakes. Ask about their 4-wheel friction reline for as little as $99.88. Just Brakes. Just stop and think about it. As his client looked on in silence, an attorney for R&B singer R. Kelly entered a plea of not guilty today to 21 charges of child pornography. Kelly, who's 35, was arrested in Florida earlier this month after he was indicted by a grand jury on 21 counts of child pornography stemming from a videotape that allegedly shows the star performing sexual acts with a 14-year-old girl. If convicted, he could get 15 years and about a $100,000 fine.
A, why would you do it? And B, why would you videotape it?
Why would you videotape it?
Because you know sooner or later, somebody's going to get their hands on it. That's why none of the videotapes I have my face in it. I don't care what's going on. I don't care what's happening. No. You might see my face, you might see my crank, but never at the same time.
never if still you can grab.
Yeah.
You go, here he is. And just a couple weeks following his humiliating arrest on child pornography charges, he's now taken it to a song. R&B singer with his label Jive Records has released a new song called Heaven, I Need a Hug to radio stations around the country in an attempt to earn some sympathy for the beleaguered artist whose career many believe... Yeah, that's it. Have been irreparably damaged by the sex tape scandal. In this new song, R. Kelly also appeals to his fans not to desert him.
Where'd you get this?
Yeah, well, the folks at Wild 100 got it for me.
Oh.
Across the hall.
My sister. Yeah.
Our sister station. The R&B folks. Anyway, basically.
So the song's about what?
About his fans not deserting him in his time of need. Let my story come out. And heaven knows I need a hug is what it's called.
Let's see here.
Or Heaven, I Need a Hug.
What is it?
Heaven, I Need a Hug.
Yeah. From a 14-year-old.
I'm just being real. You know, I'm like the sun. I'm trying to shine on everybody. You know what I'm saying? But it's like situation after situation. You know? So I write about it to get it off my chest. You heard? Dear mama, you wouldn't believe what I'm going through, but still I got my head up, just like I promised you. Ever since you left, your baby boy's been dealing with problem after problem. Tell me, what am I supposed to do? See, I get lost sometimes, don't understand this place. Look in the mirror sometimes.
All right, I'll listen to the rest of it. Okay.
And see a troubled face, and then my tears roll down and hit the sink, then I hold my head up high.
How did you get a whole album out just in a matter of a couple of weeks, or is it just one song?
It just says the song. Jive Records let him put one song out to radio.
Oh.
So he'd play this. So give his side of the story before they get to court. And
what?
And capitalize on all that.
Yeah, the fact that he's been accused, is it like 20 some odd cases?
21 counts. He pleaded innocent today to 14 of them.
Well, what about the other 7?
I guess they're going to come up at a different time.
He used to help put together school choirs to get kids together where he could get at them.
Fish in a barrel.
Yeah.
Man upstairs can hear my cry. All these questions deep inside my mind. Like, if Jesus loved me, why he leave my side? I'm still trying to get the answer why. You were young, 45.
Isn't it funny? Anytime somebody gets in trouble, they bring Jesus into it.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus on my side. Jesus gonna watch over me. Jesus actually is holding the video camera.
Stop.
That's what he said his name was.
That Hasty, one or the other.
I think you had to die. I'm always trying to help people out, and it's them same people trying to take food out my mouth. For real, though. Seems like the more money I make, for real, the more drama y'all try to create.
I like that for real part in the background.
Yeah.
I was gonna say this was a piece of crap until I heard that. I like that.
Yeah, it made the song.
Yeah. For real now.
Yeah, for real now.
Trying to take food out of my mouth. More money I make. What was that? That's a great line.
For real, the more drama y'all try to create. For real, the more I try to move into the positive. For real, boy, y'all don't wanna let me live. When will you realize that I don't know you nothing? Either get up off your butt and go get your own something. I'm pulling on my hair to keep from...
Wait a minute. I don't think people just jumped on him for no reason. They're not jumping on him because he's a celebrity. There's a videotape of him floating around banging a 14-year-old kid.
Yeah, the more drama you guys try to create, I like that.
Yeah, we made the videotape.
Yeah.
We created it. We stuck your head in it. And now we're coming after you.
That's the way it's written.
We apologize. Let's see what Dan's... Got on line 1. What is it, Dave?
Yeah, I had a question about the R. Kelly song.
Well,
is that going to affect the jury selection?
That could be there. Maybe they're trying to taint the jury.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, anytime somebody goes, I want to get my side of the story out before I get to court, you're trying to taint stuff.
Can you get charged for that, too?
They have to prove that that's what he was doing. I mean, he already does this for a living, so that would be, it seems like that would be hard to...
Yeah, but with all the special circumstances, it's got to be pretty obvious.
You know, I don't think it really matters what they do. If they got a videotape by him porking somebody and they're underage, you can sing about it all the way to prison and then sing while you're there.
Maybe it's doctored.
Yes, that's what it is.
Nothing all moves right up in my camp. Somebody out there, please pray on what I'm talking about. Still young, trying to figure it out.
Cleotis is raping me.
Somebody out there pray about what I'm talking about? Is that what he said?
Yeah. Like a change of heart, and all I really need is a sign or a word from God. So shower down on me, wet me with your love. I need you to take me and lift me up. Oh yeah. I gave 13 years of my life to this industry.
What a...
Yeah.
Whiner.
Yeah.
He's bitching and moaning because he got caught.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And writing songs about it.
Try to, make him look like now he's the victim.
Right. I give all my time to this industry, and what do? You bang one kid, and they turn against you. For real now.
Hit song or not, I've given all of me. You smile in my face and tell me that you love, but then before you know the truth, you're so quick to judge. The truth, that's alright. Go ahead, keep talking. That's right. Cause I'ma hold my head up high and keep walking and reach for the sky. Focus on the plan. Rescue the ghetto with this paper and pen. And this is for the homies that we lost. No, we cannot forget y'all. So the hats come off.
What does that mean?
No idea. The homies that we lost.
Is that a 911 reference?
I don't know.
Yeah.
What is it, Eddie?
He married Aaliyah.
Yeah.
The singer Aaliyah when she was 15.
I was just typing that in.
Oh.
Where were you typing that in?
Onto the call screener.
I don't see nothing in here.
Line 8.
Well, what does that got to do with homies he lost?
She was one of his homies, and they were people on the plane.
Oh.
They all died in the plane crash.
Oh, okay. All right. My mistake. I forgot who Aaliyah was.
So it's not his first time with an underage chick.
No, this is his fourth.
I'm the victim.
He helped him get their career started.
Mm-hmm.
Where would she be without me?
Mm-hmm. You want your career started? You want to see the career starter?
Yeah.
Here's the crank that starts the career.
Grab that.
Turn it in circles. No, get your underoos off first. Now come in.
Pour a little liquor out for the memory.
Why would you want to have sex with somebody that was that young? That's just gross.
It's pedophilia.
None of the good stuff is in yet.
I know.
That really is nasty.
It is. I know. I think it's a dominance thing, just because it's a child and you.
I know y'all up there see no home in them pearly streets. And street survivors, be careful, stay alive. I'm praying for your families. I hope you pray for mine.
Wants a pudding pop.
Used to be a time you wish me well. For real, it hurts to know you wanna see me fail. For real, and don't forget I kept you out of jail. For real.
Yeah, you're right. This whole thing is I'm the victim.
Yeah, I'm the victim. Feel sorry for me.
Who was there believing? Who said your troubles were only for a season? In church together trying to pick up all the pieces.
Another religious thing. I'm in church. Jesus ahead of me.
What I'm talking about.
Maybe Jesus can hold a swatter. Swat those guys out of your ass when you're in prison. He can be your butt spotter. Hey, somebody coming. Clinch up. Clinch up.
Shower down on me, wet me with your love. I need you to take me, lift me up.
All right, I get the idea.
I want to thank the folks at Wild 100 for getting that for us again. It's kind of nice having them in the building, man. Helping us out all right.
Yeah, because we wouldn't have been able to get this.
And for some reason, because it's a music station, they're bringing artists through all the time. There's food up here every day.
Is it really?
This week.
Good food?
Yeah, barbecue one day, pasta salad. No, stop it.
For real now?
Today was pizza.
Yeah.
The reason I know, I look at Dan's trash cans. I know what we had.
Dan, you eating other radio station's food?
They put it in the break room.
Yes, of course. You know what that is? There's somebody out sitting with a shotgun. That's a Dan feeder.
That's a sales guy's feeder. You should see the room.
Yeah, if you ever wanted to kill sales guys and you get a deer rifle, you put all the food in there and just get back in the blinds.
And women stop depending on us men. Start depending on the man.
All right, I got it. You can wrap up news if you want.
Okay. You want to do any more? We'll just go on and finish it.
Wrap it up. We already wasted 15 minutes on this.
News and information brought to us by Just Breaks. It just makes sense. Call them. I'm J.D. Ryan on the Talk That Rocks Texas, the new 105.3 FM Talk.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
That's cool. Those flash better than the old studio.
Yeah, because with 3 banks.
All right. Let's do a check on traffic here. 522, Jonathan Dodge at the controls of the new 105.3 FM Talks. White Lightning.
Why, figure out on this report brought to you by Randall No and AT&T. Bunch of wrecks due to the bad weather. We'll just try to hit the high point. Southbound East Loop 820 at the Rosedale exit. It is closed due to a minor problem there. Southbound 35 from Heritage Trace into downtown. Watch for delays from just minor weather and road-related problems. On northbound I-35 prior to the Lake Louisville Bridge, there's an accident now up to the shoulder, but that still is causing delays back to Corporate Drive. Spur 482 at Northwest Highway. There is a car fire eastbound I-30 at the Trinity River Bridge. Right lane blocked by a stalled vehicle. Westbound I-30 just before the Northwest 19th Street exit. Right lane blocked, just causing a bit of a traffic backup. And an accident westbound I-30 Tom Landry causing a slowdown from Sylvan to Loop 12. This report brought to you by Fowler Toyota. That's traffic. I'm Jonathan Dodge. And the new 105.3 FM. White Lightning.
You, Jonathan. All right, if you drive home, the color radar showing the severe storms in the Carrollton area. If you're going north on 35, watch for that. I-30, I-20, Grand Prairie, Irving. I'll get there right now. Going to have isolated thunderstorms. 69 for the low tonight. Same thing for tomorrow. Some storms popping up in the afternoon. 90 for the high. It's raining off and on, depending on where you are. 90 degrees currently at the Talk That Rocks, Texas. The new 105.3 FM Talk.
All right. Dan, did you look at the Hotmail account?
Not in the last few minutes, no.
Look at, I'll grab these calls. Look at the one that says, it's about 8 emails from the bottom, just says bigots.
Okay.
You pissed somebody off. Let me see, I grabbed this one. Go ahead, Chris, you're on the air.
Russ, I didn't get to ask you this yesterday because I didn't have my cell phone with me when you were talking about L.A.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking you should get back with her and just have her continue her porn career, but have her only do chicks from your house where you can direct.
You know, that's
a good solution.
That's got really nothing to do with what you're talking about, but I actually thought about maybe letting her come in for a couple of days.
No,
you think she will now after the email?
Well, I don't know if she will or not.
Well, think of the upside. Your house, you get to direct.
Yeah, I don't want to. There's no reason. You know what? If she wants to,
What?
All right, I like hanging out with her.
Yeah, no, she's fun.
But I can't have a long-term romantic relationship.
Mm-hmm.
She's the one that said we can be bump buddies.
Yes, but you could tell.
Absolutely. But as long as I tell her in the beginning, I don't care what goes on in her head because it can never come back that I never warned her.
That is true. Chicks don't hear it, even porn stars.
People have heard me say, not just her, you guys have heard me say it. People listening have heard me say it. What just kicked on in there?
My mic.
Oh. We'll get that fixed tomorrow. We're this close.
Oh, the monitor buzz?
Yeah.
I think maybe it's because the cables for this mic run right underneath that monitor.
I'm sure
that's why it's picking it up.
They could probably insulate it all.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be all right. Plus, look at the great time we had yesterday breaking in the studio. Nailing in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Air vents blowing right into mine.
Right.
Is it getting hot in there?
No, it's fine.
What is it, Mary?
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, Russ. I was calling because earlier you were making fun of R. Kelly about hitting on 14. Well, he did sleep with a little girl. But you went and bought Britney Spears tickets so you can go and see 14 little girls jumping around.
No, that's not what I said.
What did you say?
18-year-old girls jumping around.
You know there's not going to be no 18-year-old girls looking at Britney Spears. There's nothing but 14-year-old girls.
First of all, turn your radio down. Second of all, I don't know. I've never been to a Britney Spears concert.
Well, I was just letting you know that, I mean...
Wait a minute. Whoa. You're trying to equate with...
You're watching 14-year-old little girls jump around.
You're going to equate those two things? Us going to a Britney Spears concert and this guy molesting a child?
Yes.
You like the way she said yes, like it makes sense?
It her did.
How does that make sense?
Russ, you're looking at 14-year-old girls jumping around.
I'm not looking at 14-year-old. They may be there. I want to be around the 18-year-old girls.
Okay. That's what you say. Okay.
But let's just say I'm looking at 14-year-old girls at a Britney Spears concert, which they do nothing for me. They're not women. So how do you equate the fact that he had sex with a 14-year-old and us going to a concert? Seriously, because that's just so retarded. I'd like to at least try and figure out what you're thinking.
No one talk, do you?
I just asked you. Now say it.
I'm not going to argue with you.
Well, you don't have to. You're too stupid. You can't argue with me. You have no point.
Yes, there is a point.
That's like saying I can't go to Kroger because there's 14-year-old kids there, and that's the same thing as molesting a child. Are you really that stupid?
The point is, you said you're going to the concert to go and see little girls jump around.
I never said little girls. I said
yes, you
no.
Did.
Well, you know what?
Did.
You heard what you want to hear.
Goodbye, Russ Martin.
Never call me again. That was a cell phone, wasn't it? Yep. Damn it. Maybe it'll work anyway. Didn't work on cell phone.
Losing, so she got that. In no sense.
We are sorry. We are.
Damn.
Yeah.
How could somebody sit there and actually put those two things together? Stupid bitch. Mm-hmm. And you know why I call you stupid bitch? Because that's what you are. Huh. Go ahead, David.
Hey, Russ, shouldn't the bets be off on, you telling L.A. that y'all could be F buddies because you made her say that, she loved you? You kept saying, say it.
When did I do that?
She said that, not you.
She was the one trying to get me to say it.
Oh, she was trying to get you to say it?
Yeah.
And did you say it? Or was it just a pacifier?
Yes.
Are you sure, buddy?
You know what? I don't know. I was drunk the night that I was talking to her, so I can't say.
But shouldn't the bets be off if you did say it?
I think if I call her and we talk and she comes to town, the groundwork gets put out there that this is nothing more than us hanging out as friends and we just happen to bang each other. It's really hard turning that body down.
Yes.
Yeah,
but the great thing is, she doesn't live here. She has to go home.
She's sending ugly emails at this point to other people, and
she's mad. She's jilted.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't really do anything. I would feel kind of bad, too. Mm-hmm. Yes, Nelson?
Hey, Russ.
Yes, sir.
I just had a question for you. I'm a reverend with the Universal Life Church also.
Yes?
And been asked to do my first wedding, and I know they bring up the blood test and the marriage license, but I had a question on how we make that legal for the state.
They don't do blood tests anymore.
Oh, okay. Just the marriage license?
Now, where are you going to do it?
It's going to be a biker wedding at a drag strip.
What county?
Tarrant.
Call Tarrant County Courthouse. It really isn't much more. In Dallas County, the wedding license has to be, marriage license has to be 72 hours old, and that's it.
Okay. Do we just take it back to the courthouse afterwards? Or?
They just give it to them, and they mail it. Normally, they give you an envelope that's already pre-addressed.
Okay, great. That's fine. All I needed.
Call the Tarrant County Courthouse before you do it, just to double check.
Okay.
All right?
Bye-bye.
Yep. Going to a Britney Spears concert and having sex with a 14-year-old.
No. You never said you wanted to look at 14-year-olds jump around.
No.
In fact, you specifically said 18-year-olds.
Yes. That I'd like to watch. Mm-hmm. Kind of like to be right in the middle of all of them.
Outdoors.
Is it an outdoor event? Mm-hmm. Is it at Smirnoff?
Smirnoff.
That's a mosh pit I'd want to be in. Right up front. I wouldn't mind being up there. Mm-hmm. Pushing on me. All around me. Me pushing back. Mm-hmm. Hot, firm, 18-year-old bodies where all the good bits have grown in. Mm-hmm.
You will be all right. It's still a month away.
Is it?
Yeah, I think.
Yes, Ronnie?
Yeah, Russ, yesterday you started to bless the studio, but you never got around to it. Have you any plans to bless the new studio, or?
Ronnie?
Yes?
What is it you do where you can sit around all day and bother me?
What am I going to do, watch Oprah? Watch the Judge Judy bitch? I mean, I just turn on the radio.
Yeah. All right, Ronnie, I'll do it.
All right, great.
All right, bye. Not right now because I'm not in the mood.
Still not in the mood.
I'll do it. It's got to be one of those things that just kind of hits you.
Spontaneous.
Right.
Spontaneous, okay.
Go ahead, you're on the air.
Yeah, I'd like to ask how come you won't be looking at Britney Spears at a Britney Spears concert?
I can't get up there to her.
Well, I know you can't get up there, but you can still be watching her.
I can look at her on the internet.
You look at her on the internet? Yeah, but it's in person. I mean, come on. And she always wears skimpy little things at her concerts.
I know, but you're not going to get closer than maybe 30 feet. I get a lot closer on the internet.
Okay, 30 feet is close enough for me.
Well, then, congratulations for you. Aren't you the little superhero?
Well, thank you.
Plus, the fact that she's been using these fake bras and implant, not even real implants. Isn't even woman enough to get real implants inserted into her body.
Nope.
Which is the only explanation for the fact that her breasts change sizes dramatically. She just wears clothes and sticks those little rubber things in. If I got a chick home after spending a bunch of money on a date, and we get home and parts start coming out of the clothes, I'm banging you and then that's it. Yeah. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
I was calling 105.3.
Okay.
Oh. Say, Russ, I just wanted to give you a call and let you know I'm driving down MacArthur Boulevard, and there is a fire truck that just rolled over one of the big ladder fire trucks, and it looks like there's some firemen that were laying out there, and I thought, I know you're always concerned about those guys, so I thought I'd let you know that.
What city was it?
It's in MacArthur Boulevard in Las Colinas.
MacArthur at what?
MacArthur in, let's see, probably, where we're at? Oxbow.
What?
Oxbow, I guess down where the Byron Nelson Golf Course is by the Four Seasons Hotel there.
All right, I'll get JD to check on it.
All right.
All right. You see anything on your color radar?
No. Saw the tanker explode today over by my house.
Saw it on TV?
No. I was 2 blocks away when it rolled over and exploded. I thought it was a plane. You see this big ball of flame. It was 9,000 gallons of gas. Somebody pulled out in front of a trailer truck carrying 9,000 gallons of gas. He slammed on the brakes, rolls it over, and explodes. And, of course, it's a big ball of black flames.
So you didn't actually see the truck. You just saw the flames in the distance.
From a couple blocks away. By then, you couldn't get close to it. But, yeah, it was wild. So nothing on the color radar, except it's raining really bad in Irving right now. So that could explain it in Carrollton.
All right. We have to break, Eddie? You sure? All right. I mashed the wrong button. There it is. All right, we'll be back. Dan, you forgot to call that comedian again, you putz.
I didn't forget to call him. The number and everything's right up there on the rundown. We just never got to it. We blew right past it.
Well, why don't you remind me? That's your job. You're the producer.
I try.
What did you do? Did you say, hey, we need to call this guy?
No, I didn't. You can slap me around later. You can slap me around now if you like.
What about that guy that wants me to speak at the salesman's
I've
club?
been trying to reach him.
He don't answer his phone?
He did not answer his phone. I left him a couple of messages on both his voicemail at work and his cell phone voicemail.
Do those things pay?
No.
When you speak at the salesman's club?
I have no idea. Never done one. In fact, I don't know anyone that's ever done one, so you would be the first person.
What is that noise I hear in the background?
Could be the people who are just talking extremely loudly out in the hall. For some reason, they've decided to congregate right out here, and that's a great place to sit, chat, and be really loud.
Okay. Eddie, open the door. You have the blank gun? Who's got the blank gun? Nah, hey.
Maybe not.
I don't know around here, because you don't know who else is packing heat.
That's the problem.
Eddie, just stick your head out there, tell him to shut the hell up. Tell him to find a new watering hole. Oh, that's right. I said I would do it. I would speak there if, what did I want? One of those new torch lamps?
Or the lamp?
Yeah.
Something else.
Ficus tree.
That's it,
right. Yeah, I'll do it for that.
6 foot ficus? Or taller?
I want one of the great big ones that they got at Garden Ridge. The ones that are like $300.
Okay. Have you seen the new twisted eucalyptus? Or do you want a fake one or a real one?
I want a fake.
Oh, okay.
What does the eucalyptus look like?
Oh, they've got Home Depot has some. They're twisted eucalyptus. It's a real plant. They're just 3 trees that are woven together.
What do they cost?
The ones I saw were in a 5-gallon. They were about $40 or so.
That's not enough. I want the $300 one at Garden Ridge.
Oh, okay.
And the torch lamp. They can do all their shopping. What?
You want the ones that are made out of silk, not plastic.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Nice one.
And the torch lamp should have a variable dimmer, not just the on-off switch.
Right.
Yeah.
And they can get all their stuff at Garden Ridge and they're done.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's perfect. That's what I'll want to do then. All right, why can I still hear them? What'd you just tell them, Eddie?
Tell them that their voices were going all the way through the studios. We could hear them.
And they stayed out there?
I guess so. It sounds like it. We can.
How do you know we can shoot them? Oh. What did you say to them, Dan?
I told them that we could still hear them, that they need to be quiet. And they went, really? Yes.
Is there a desk right there?
No, there's one of the little production studios right there, and they don't close the door. They just sit there with the door open and chit-chat.
You tell them to close it?
Stand out in the hall.
There is no door? Well, then they need to go someplace else. I don't want to scream at somebody our first week here. I want to try and be as nice as long as I can. Maybe when we come back from vacation. Yeah. I'll chew somebody a hole. And what does this guy want? Go ahead, Mike. You're on the air.
Hey, Russ. What's going on?
No.
Hey, I was wondering if you heard about that court decision that came down today from the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals that says basically the Pledge of Allegiance is now unconstitutional because it has the phrase under
One
God.
nation under God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering what you thought about that, man. I think that's effed up.
Well, you knew it was coming. I already thought, actually, when I read it today, I was surprised. I figured they would have done that a long time ago.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the problem with it is, by doing that, you're basically saying that anything that is of the federal government that has under God is unconstitutional.
I know where you're going. It's money and everything else.
Money, the Constitution, and the Declaration of Independence, all that stuff. So, I don't know.
You know what? People, you just want to grab their heads and smush them like an overripe honeydew. Yeah. It's just because of all the things going on, that's what they're worried about. You don't want kids in a school saying one nation under God. Right. Well, then leave that part out. I don't really give a rat's ass.
Well, and especially like right now with, everyone supposedly trying to be all patriotic and stuff like that. You know
damn well there are groups out there that say, I don't want to have to say that. I don't want my kids saying it because I don't believe in God.
Right. Well.
Because now the government is forcing their views on us, and I don't even want to pledge allegiance to the flag.
Right. Right.
Good time for that.
I don't know. Their whole reasoning behind it was because it said that by when they inserted that into the
it was like in the 50s.
Pledge, yeah, they were trying to exclude people because, we were against communists, and communists were assumed to be atheists, so we allied ourselves as being under God, and, they were not, so we're distancing ourselves from communism.
Well, hold on a second. Let me check with our resident Antichrist. Hey, Dan, how do you feel about this? Would you let your daughter, I'll just hang up on him. Would you let your daughter do the Pledge of Allegiance?
Sure.
Even though it says one nation under God?
I don't care. I don't try to push my beliefs off on anyone else.
Do they still make them do the Pledge of Allegiance?
In schools?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I believe they do.
Because I think we stopped in grade school. I don't remember doing it in junior high. No. And I remember there was always one kid that wouldn't stand up. Danny Kofer.
Why?
Because he was a Jehovah's Witness.
Oh.
He was tired from shopping the day before, knocking on doors the day before. No, they don't do the Pledge of Allegiance. They don't have birthdays. Well, they have birthdays. They don't celebrate them. I don't think they celebrate Christmas.
Who would want to be one of those?
I don't know. There's nothing good in it.
No. At least with the Catholics, you got the.
Well, I mean, look at all the other religions you can pick.
Yeah.
Still go to heaven.
Yeah.
And have birthday parties.
Yeah. That blows.
But they get bicycles.
Yeah.
Whoopee.
So they stay in shape.
Yeah, they and the people that lived across the street from us when I was a kid, they were Jehovah's Witnesses. And, we'd always invite them over to birthday parties, and Mom would come over and explain, well, we don't believe in that, and
What? Yeah, did you ever get any answer?
I was 6. I didn't give a rat's ass. I still got presents. They just never came.
Yeah, but when you're a kid, it must suck to have Jehovah's Witness parents.
Well,
I mean, you want...
Yeah.
your friends are having birthday parties and you're not?
And I don't know if they can't have toys or anything. They just can't go to parties, and they don't have their own birthday parties. And as far as I know, there are no celebrations of any kind. You know anything about this, Eddie?
Yeah, the only thing they celebrate is the Lord's Supper, because it says, to them specifically, they picked out one part where it says, Jesus said at the Last Supper, do this in remembrance of me. And nowhere else in the Bible does it say, because they disown the Older Testament,
That's what I love
That's
about
the only
religions.
thing that they celebrate is the Last Supper.
Every sect takes one little section of the Bible and says, this is ours. We're going to believe just this and nothing else. This is the only true part. The rest,
okay. The rest of you people are wrong. I'm going to pray to the Jesus Christ placemat. The Last Supper. That's it. Nothing else. My whole life is going to be focused on this placemat. Everything I own on the placemat. I will never leave the placemat.
If it won't fit on the placemat, we don't buy it.
I can't have it. That's the way I run my life. Everything has to fit on the placemat. If it's bigger than that, I don't get it. We don't have cars. We don't have microwaves. You know what we got? What? Bobbleheads.
Guess you can fit a lot of those.
Yes.
On the placemat. Tons.
Little Jesus bobbleheads. Looks something like this.
What? I was lost on the audience, but it was very funny.
You'll see her again?
Yeah, there it is. Arms outstretched. Head just above.
No. Press a little button that says, ouch.
Hell. Going to hell.
Yeah, you're right. It's weird. Why do they always just pick one thing?
don't know. They get locked onto one little section and just
can't eat
go
cows.
nuts.
Don't eat the cows.
Why?
What do you do with the cows? Pray to them.
Yeah.
A cow.
I know. Dumbest animals in the world.
Yeah.
They locked it on that.
Why do they pray to the cows?
Hindus actually believe that it's the reincarnated spirit of somebody that they
Why'd they pick cows? So people's spirits come back as bovines.
Actually, it stretches beyond that. It's supposed to be, they come back as a lesser being each time that they're reincarnated.
So it's all pretty much all living things.
Oh, man.
So you stomp a bug, it could be, a
midday show.
Yeah.
That's true.
We didn't see that one coming. Let me see. What is this? Yes, go. Hello?
Hi, Russ. This is Cody's mom.
Oh, the little Cody with the bicycle.
Cody with the bicycle.
Something wrong with it?
Just wanted to let you know that Cody's out of surgery and he is in his room.
Oh, that's right. He was having surgery today.
Right.
I'm sorry. I got busy with the stuff.
Yeah, he asked right after surgery as he woke up where Russ was. But that's okay.
Didn't ask about his dad, didn't ask about his mom, his dog, any of his friends. The one person he asked about is me.
Yep. He woke up and said, "Where's Russ?"
And who ratted me out? I really should take the bike back. Who told him that we got him the bike?
Nobody told him that you got him.
Why did he thank me right in front of your house?
But he was being bashful, and he was so excited.
He wasn't supposed to say anything because it came from Santa Claus.
But you were Santa's friend, and you helped.
You guys ratted me out.
You know what?
I'm thinking about taking.
Al Brumley ratted you out because he specifically told Cody that Russ called him and helped him with the bike.
I want to pop his head open and stick that tumor back in.
But anyway, we just wanted to let you know.
Wait a minute. What was that? I forget. What was the surgery for?
He had to have his bladder enlarged.
Why?
Last
Make
summer
his pants fit?
Yeah, last summer he had a kidney removed, and they supposedly fixed the bladder, but they didn't.
All right, they took the kidney out.
Right.
You got 2 kidneys? Yeah, okay. So he still got a good one left?
Right.
What's he still got left inside? He ain't hollowed out yet?
Not yet. But
they took the kidney out. They take anything else out?
Not yet.
And they had to how do you enlarge a bladder?
Well, it's kind of gross and complicated, but they took part of the bowel and made it into part of the bladder.
And that's supposed to do what?
It keeps the pressure down so that the secretions do not go back up into the kidney that is still good and damage it.
But he's okay now.
He is okay now. He was under for 5 hours. It was 5 hours worth of surgery. And he is doing good, and he wanted to say that, of course, you know, he loves you and he loves the listeners and he appreciates everything. And he is such a fan of police officers and firefighters. He wanted to know that if any of them get a break, if they could come up to the hospital and see him, he would be just tickled to death.
Why don't we just start sending business cards to him? Isn't that what the other one was?
Yeah, around the world.
So, and the Flower Mound police have been great to him because that's where we live.
All right, what hospital's he in?
He's at Children's.
Children's Medical where?
In Dallas.
All right, Children's Medical Hospital in Dallas. They can just come in and ask for Cody?
Yeah, they probably would have to have the last name. I'd have to ask Dan or whatever. I don't know if we can. But
just give your last name and get me out of this.
Cheney.
All right, Cody Cheney. Ask for Cody Cheney's room.
Right.
All right. Any police officers, firemen, do you want to stop there?
No.
Teachers, bag clerks.
He's expecting you.
Maybe Laura Miller can swing by on her way to the house.
Oh, that would be good.
All right, I'll call her. I'll have that done.
We appreciate that.
Okay. I'm glad he's fine. Does he want me to stop by?
He does want you to stop by very badly. Very badly.
How long is he gonna be in?
Yeah, we will probably not leave until Sunday or Monday.
Okay.
So it gives you plenty of time.
All right. Well, don't ruin the surprise. Don't tell him I'm coming, but I'll come by.
Okay.
All right.
Definitely will. Thank you, Russ.
Yes, but don't tell him ahead of time.
Okay.
So it'll be a surprise. Okay. All right.
I promise.
All right. Bye.
Thanks.
You ain't going.
Hell no.
Oh.
I don't like hospitals, and I don't like seeing sick kids.
But that little kid worships you and the ground you walk on. He thinks the world of you.
You're the first person he asked for. Has surgery. Man.
Gonna break his little heart.
They'll take that out, too.
Yeah, it's broken. Pull it out.
I'm tired of opening him up. Just give me a melon scoop. All right. Somebody go with me.
Huh?
To medical center.
Actually, now that we're here, that's not that far.
Yeah, it's just down 183 then on 35, right?
I'm sorry. Okay.
Children's Medical Center, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was at Maple down here. Must be a different one.
Oh, I could have it wrong. Okay. Do you know where it is, Eddie?
I think it's right down 35.
Oh, all right. We could get off the air and go down there.
Okay.
All right, let's do it this way. We'll take our own separate cars.
No, you don't.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up. Call Russ now at 214-787-1053.
When we do news, about 5?
Yeah. A little bit before.
Eddie, love the news music for me, would you? Then we'll break in the studio today. Christen.
Oh, good.
Bless, whatever you call it. It'd be better if I had a cow.
Yes.
I'd like a live cow, please.
Careful what you pray for.
Big one.
Okay.
Wearing pants.
An embarrassed cow, then.
Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as I get a cow, I'll bless the studio. All right, here we go.
Okay.
6:03, J.D. Ryan's on the new 105.3 FM Talk with News.
Thank you, Russell. And news brought to us by Wells Fargo. Talk with a Wells Fargo banker today. Find out how easy it is to take your checking to the next stage. Wells Fargo, the next stage. A little more than a week, R. Kelly will face a judge on 21 counts of child pornography. He pleaded innocent today to 14 of those. The charges stem from a videotape allegedly shows Kelly, whose real name is Robert, having sex with a 14-year-old girl. And all of the talk, whether R. Kelly, who's 35, actually had sex with a 14-year-old, has brought new attention to the issue of young girls' relationships with much older men. And the statistics are much more startling than you might think. Let's see, the Family Research Council has put these statistics out. Men over the age of 25 fathered twice as many teenagers' children as did boys under the age of 18. And the Population Reference Bureau found that 2/3 of births to teenage mothers are fathered by adult men 25 or older. A Coppell teen was loading up on weapons and terrorist propaganda. Police said they found rifles, shotguns, handguns, several pieces of terrorist propaganda in an 18-year-old's possession. This is once again in Coppell. Investigators found the stash of weapons at the home in the 200 block of Cove in Coppell Monday morning during a domestic disturbance. According to the cops, the teen caused extensive damage to his parents' homes, and they called the police. Well,
I'm looking at the email in the studio while you're reading.
Okay.
Not that I'm not following along.
I understand.
Thank you. Of all the things we've talked about today, let's kind of go back and think about it. What would be the one thing you'd think we'd get an email about, somebody pissed off about, and I mean livid?
Smacking women.
No.
Okay, that comes to mind. The L.A. Lamont thing that you did on the air.
Going to see Cody?
No.
Cody.
Don't look at the email, Dan.
No, I'm printing out the one you wanted me to look at earlier. I never.
I'm out. Those were the big, ugly things.
No, I wouldn't be guessing wrong if I knew.
Yeah, you would. You go with the bib. NASCAR.
When the hell did we talk about NASCAR?
When I said, if you want to sterilize people, start at the
that.
McFrugals and discount places.
Yeah.
Then get a fixed wing if you want to get the rest of them, and you fly over NASCAR.
Uh-huh.
This email, the guy's livid. I'm never listening to your station again. You guys can all go to hell. You don't say anything about NASCAR. Then it's signed number 3.
No.
Oh, no.
No.
Everything else is okay.
Yeah, but NASCAR. Yes, said.
Don't you talk bad about no racing. I'll come up there and I'll whip your butt.
You did not say anything about NASCAR.
Got a big truck with a big number 3, the big wings on the number 3, Have you seen that one?
I haven't seen those.
It's about 2 feet across the whole back window of his truck. He runs me off the road going home last night. I'm like,
just a round number 3 with wings on it?
It's the number.
I've seen those. I thought Aerosmith had a new album coming out.
No, it's the Dale Earnhardt is an angel now. And this guy almost joined him. Idiot.
That made me laugh.
Yeah. I'd forgotten about that.
All right, go ahead.
Pigs can't fly, after all, at least not in the passenger cabin. Northwest Airlines is backing away from its earlier decision to grant a Vietnamese potbelly pig flying rights equal to those of like small dogs and cats. Northwest now says the pig named Pork Chop must ride with luggage and the other animals in the below the passenger area, even if she is a star. You see, Pork Chop is part of a Michigan's Women's Ventriloquism Act. She rides in a special container designed to fit under airline seats. Men are not anti-marriage. They just aren't in a hurry to get to the altar. That's according to the latest study by the National Marriage Project at Rutgers University. The findings were based on 8 focus groups with not yet married heterosexual men between the ages of 25 and 33. Here are the top 10 reasons why men are reluctant to commit to marriage.
Number 1, she's a Number 2, she's a Number 3, she can't cook. Number 4, she's a
Basically, that's kind of it. They had actually some other ones. Number 10, they want to enjoy single life as long as they can.
Yes.
Number 9, they want to own a house before they get a wife. Number 8, they're reluctant to marry a woman who already has children. Yes. Number 7, they face few social pressures to marry. That's true nowadays. Number 6, they're waiting for the perfect soulmate, and she hasn't come along yet. Russell?
What?
Number 5.
I just don't want to get married.
I know. Number 5, they fear that marriage will require too many changes and compromises.
That's another one.
Yeah, it's a big one.
If I could get married and she could live somewhere else.
What's the point of being married then?
Yeah.
You're just dating.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in your situation, you don't want to have any kids, so you're not bringing kids into this world where mommy and daddy aren't married. That's kind of freaky. That's about the only reason.
I don't know at this point if I can have somebody come into the house, because you know they're going to change stuff around.
Sure.
I like things where they are, exactly where they are. And I don't like change.
And they're going to want you tell them when time you're going to get home, where you've been, what are you doing, what are you planning on doing tomorrow.
I don't mind doing some of that just to kind of be courteous. Mm-hmm. But if I want to do it because I want to do it, not because I got to check in.
You're going to answer.
Or I'm going to get bitched at if I don't immediately call in and report.
What took you so long to get home? All that.
You can't go to the topless bars. Yes, I can. Normally I'm not big on going unless it's free.
Mm-hmm.
But the first time one of our buddies, we won't say his name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wife wouldn't let him have a bachelor party.
Mm-hmm.
And absolutely no topless clubs ever, for any reason.
And he agreed to this, though?
Yeah.
Well.
As soon as she said no bachelor party, that'd have been the end of that. I don't care how much you love them, that's indicative of a bunch more problems coming up. And I want you running around with all that. You know what? Just because you don't want him doing it, and you think by telling him not to do it, that's going to make him faithful. Either he is or he isn't.
She was pretty insecure.
Well, she's a pig.
Well, that also said
I wasn't going to point out the fact that she was a little toady, but yeah.
Yeah. And she got bigger the longer they were married. And the longer they were married, the more adamant she was about it.
That set up the dominance in the relationship, too, early.
Yeah.
You won't do this.
And she knows. And then she'd just keep throwing things out. Well, let's see what else I can get him not to do. Don't ever. You can't. Mm-hmm. Even if you were planning on never going again, it's like, you know what? I've had it with topless bars. I couldn't care less. The instant she says that, you got to go.
Number 4 sounds like it's a guy's line to get out of marriage. They want to wait until they're older to have children. Well, that's got nothing to do with marriage. You get married now and have kids later.
A lot of chicks want to get married and have kids.
Right away.
Yeah.
Number 3, they want to avoid divorce and its financial risks.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, they can enjoy the benefits of having a wife by cohabitating rather than marrying. And number 1,
she's a
no. They can get sex without marriage more easily and more often with more people.
Yeah. It's like marrying one restaurant.
Yeah. But they did a study.
Okay.
People spend money on that. And finally, a 30-year-old man from Victoria, Australia, claims that his rights are being violated because he has to pay a whopping $12 a month in child support, saying that his woman stole his sperm. DNA tests have confirmed that it actually is his sperm that created the little baby.
How'd she steal it?
He says, basically, when they were finished having sex, a few times, she would say, I'll take care of the condom for you, sweetheart. I'll throw it away. And then she went into the bathroom and
basted.
That's a nice way to put it, yeah. And so he says he shouldn't have to pay any child support because she basically stole his sperm and shoved it in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, let me think about this one for a second.
He's an idiot for letting her, well, if he thought that was an issue. I guess he didn't think it was an issue.
Well, yeah, who would think, the fact that she goes, okay, I want you to wear a condom too, that she's going to take it in the bathroom and stick it in her cat.
Right.
Nah, he's not responsible. He wasn't trying to have a baby. He was trying to have sex.
But in the court of law, you'll have to prove that he had protected sex, and she actually discarded it that way. What if he didn't? What if he was drunk?
What if he was just banging her?
Yeah.
And he goes, well, here's what she did. She took the condoms and stuck in her coat.
No proof.
Yeah, he's screwed.
Right back to the whole thing. I took the pill every day, honey. I don't know how I got pregnant.
Right.
Prove it.
That's why I had the vasectomy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not going to run the risk. And if I get into a relationship, I'm not going to trust them to take that pill. They could trick your ass.
Easily. All right. There's news and information. I'm Jay.
All right, 6:17. We can do one more check on traffic. Jonathan Dodge at the controls of the new 105.3 FM Talks White Lightning.
My figure us on this report brought to you by Randall Node. Northbound 75 Central, very heavy from Mockingbird to Spring Valley. Stated with earlier stalled vehicle, it's actually long gone, but between that and rush hour, heavy motoring. All right, there's a jackknifed 18-wheeler northbound. I-35 Simmons on the service road at Mockingbird. Stop it! Can you hear me working? You gotta keep whispering in my ear. You whisper nasty stuff, I might accidentally repeat it. And I've never sucked one of those. On the Dallas North, what? Stop it! On the Dallas, I'm gonna have a heart attack. On the tollway northbound at Royal Lane, the left lane's blocked by an accident that's causing delays. Back to Northwest Highway, southbound east. Blue Paint 20. The road, I'm trying to ignore you. The Rosedale exit is closed due to construction. I've never seen one shaped that way, no. In Grand Prairie, westbound, I-30 just before Northwest 19th Street exit. Only the left lane's open. Traffic is backed up to Sylvan Road. And Dallas, this report brought to you by AT&T. That's traffic. I'm Jonathan Dodge at the new 105.3 FM. Why, screw you, God, I hate you. I like it.
Thank you, Jonathan. All right, last shower we got is blocking traffic. It's just east of 45 around 635 over toward the Mesquite area. Going to have a couple of more of those this evening, then it's clearing out. 70 for the overnight low, more isolated storms popping up tomorrow. 90 for the high. We're at 90 degrees now, and most of the storms, like I said, moving off. At the Talk That Rocks, Texas, the new 105.3 FM Talk.
Okay. What have we got to play today, Eddie?
El Paso Está Bueno.
Yeah, we haven't done that in a while. Mm-mm. Does Dan already have the items to bid on?
Yes, I gave them to him during the break.
Okay. I'm trying to find. Dan, go ahead and line up 4 people. I didn't have your mic on. 4 people for Esta Paso Bueno.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. I can't find the email. This room really. I got too much. Oh, here it is. I'll be damned. I found an email first off. I don't know if you guys have gotten this or not. Finally, you know how you get all the junk, the spam?
Right.
You just delete it?
Right.
And the spam killer program that I have kills most of it. But somehow some of it gets through. So let me find the first page. Because I am about to be rich.
Everyone's internet marks it as spam. It'll let you just see it. But it just marks it as such. You're going to be rich?
Yes.
Congratulations.
From the office of the chairman, Contract Awarding Committee, Ikawas Headquarters, 121, Garki, Abuja, Nigeria.
Oh, there.
I still think that's wrong, but whatever.
That's the way it's pronounced. That one I'm pretty sure of.
Account provision for USDM 25M. Forgive my indignation if this message comes to you as a surprise, as it might offend you without your prior consent and writing through this channel. I am Dr. Giwi Abu Bakr. I'll read until Dan gets everybody lined up, and then we'll play, and then I'll read the rest of it. I am Dr. Giwi Abu Bakr, the chairman, Contract Awarding Committee of the Economy Community of West African States, with headquarters in Nigeria. I got your information in a directory when I was searching for a reliable, honest, and trustworthy person to entrust this business with. I was simply inspired and motivated to pick your contact from the many names in the list. After discussing my view and your profile with my colleagues, they were very much satisfied and decided to contact you immediately for this mutual business relationship. You ready?
Sure. Sounds like you're in on something big.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, the colleagues have already okayed you.
I'm on the list.
Yeah, short list.
We wish to transfer the sum of $25 million.
Damn.
In United States dollars into your personal or company's bank account. The fund was a residue of the over-invoiced contract bills awarded us for the supply of ammunitions, hard softwares, pharmaceuticals, medical items, light and heavy-duty vehicles, apparels, and other administrative logistics, etc.
So they get extra cash, they just want to give it to you.
Yeah.
Man.
I don't know what kind of list I'm on, but thank God I got on it. Dan, you got four Vatos lined up yet?
I am trying my best, but everybody's on a cell phone.
Yeah, no cell phones. Break into somebody's house and play.
Stop it. Quit. Oh, I'll tell you.
Go ahead.
No, I just said the little dancing Klansman that somebody made and gave me.
Eddie.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Yeah.
It ends up on my desk. I don't know where it went in the other office. Ends up on my desk. And the guy that cleans this place is black. He doesn't know us. He doesn't get the bit. He didn't remember all that. He wasn't there.
So?
He walked by today and goes, oh, that's nice, and left. Oh, he's going to kill me.
Why?
He doesn't get it. It's a dancing Klansman. You can't bring that into this building, and I didn't put it on my desk.
It's not in this building. It's in our office.
Our office was open, and there are people walking by that don't get it. So, stop it. Whoever put that on my desk.
Eddie, you should really market those. What was that before you changed it around?
It was a saxophone player.
Okay. He just made a little sheet for his head?
Yeah.
And the funny part is, it's a black Santa Claus saxophone player.
Yeah.
And you turned it into a Klansman. Go ahead.
Where'd I leave off?
That's $1 million.
Yeah. This deal was deliberately hacked out and carefully protected with all the attendant loopholes sealed off. As the chairman of the CAC, I think what that is, I have the cooperation and mandate of the financial director of the Secretary of Organization, spelled with an S. We arranged and over-invoiced the contract fund supplied with different companies from different countries during the crisis. I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, all of this was supposed to be something to do with a peacekeeping project. I left a couple sentences out. You got everybody lined up?
Yes, I do.
All right. Did you hear about me being rich?
Yeah.
$25 million.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you the rest of it in a minute.
Yeah, but you have to give that back, don't you? When you transfer the funds. Whatever.
Yeah, don't ruin my parade. $25 million.
Okay.
They're going to give it to me. They're not asking for anything.
All right. Then you can retire.
They're giving it to him.
Yeah, they're giving it to me. They're not asking for $25 million. So they screwed some people around on some contracts. It's government work. They do that all the time.
You got it coming.
Right. So you're going to get $25 million.
That's what this says.
And then you're going to do what?
They don't want nothing from me. They want me to take it and just not do anything bad with it. I think that's what they're saying.
You can give me some money for a boat, maybe? I mean, you're getting it free anyway.
Yeah, do I got to pay taxes on it?
No.
It's a gift.
I really can't wait. I get 25 houses.
Mm-hmm.
Every time one gets dirty, move. All right, you ready to play, Daniel?
I'm ready, yes.
Okay. Is the open set?
Hey, all you Vatos and Vatettes, come on down.
You're the next contestants on El Praiso Está Bueno. And now, here's your host of El Praiso Está Bueno, Russ Martin.
All right. Yeah, we moved. I forgot where all my stuff is. Hold on. All right. We're set to go. Let's get our contestants on the phone. Eduardo, welcome to the show.
What's going on?
What do you do for a living?
I'm an engineer.
Okay. And
I'm a lawn boy.
I knew it. What about you, Nancy?
I'm an executive assistant / entertainer.
Where do you entertain?
Can't tell.
Why not?
I have a day job.
Oh, are you You're a dancer?
Can't get out, yeah.
Well, what club?
Tell you what, I'd have to kill you.
Nancy, please.
What's a club, Nancy?
Dallas Gentlemen's.
Ooh. That's fine. What about you, Carlos? What do you do?
I work at the airport.
Mm-hmm. What do you do there? I know what you don't do.
I just chill. I work for Integrated Airline Service. We're contracted about that.
Yeah, what do you actually do?
Well, right now, what we usually do is just sit in the truck and just kick back and wait till the plane gets here.
I know
they download it.
Yeah, what does he do?
They clean the planes in between.
You clean the plane, Carlos?
Nah, we don't do that.
What do you do?
Nothing. They download the planes, they bring the mail in.
Let me ask you something. Your planes, do they have the little bitty short tires with the big rims?
Yep.
You can always tell when they're ready to take off because they're bouncing at the end of the runway.
they got
up and down.
Yeah, pilot's got a little chain steering wheel.
Yeah. Little Jesus on the dash. Yeah. And the plane's just bouncing into the runway. Let's go! Vámonos!
Got the window down, his arms out. Pack of cigarettes rolled up.
That's how we do it.
His girlfriend's name on the back of the plane.
Yeah. Yeah, that old English font.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Mike, did I ask you what you do?
Sure can.
What do you do?
Nothing.
Okay, good. All right, we're going to bring out some items. You all will bid on them. Whoever gets the most correct without going over wins today's prize, which is what, Daniel?
Today's prize is a Monster Ball DVD featuring Holly Berry and Billy Bob Thornton, a pair of tickets to see Rush in concert at the Smirnoff Music Center August 19th, and a pair of passes to Silver City Cabaret. Check out the hot new releases, including Monsters Ball at your Blockbuster store. Blockbuster, bringing entertainment home.
I like being close to a topless bar.
Yes. We're close to a bunch of topless bars.
Yeah, because Silver City's right here.
Yeah.
The backside.
Backyard.
They gave me a little card that's worth, I don't know, it's VIP. They give me like $100 a week. And I'm like 6 weeks behind.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Can I go?
Yes.
I get drunk and go see Cody.
Okay, we'll go. I love that place. I've been in there.
All right. Okay, here we go. Bring out the first item up for bid today on El Praiso Está Bueno.
Everybody knows that the senoritas don't dig a guy unless he's wearing a genuine artificial snakeskin boots. Boot Town carries a wide variety of reptile prints, and they come in kid sizes because we all know that you have feet like a little girl.
I don't think I've ever heard that. No. All right. Eduardo, what do you bid on this prize?
$169.
$169. Nancy?
$200.
$200. Carlos?
I say $150.
$150. And what about you, Mike?
$29.99.
$29.99. Actual retail price?
Actual retail price, $39.95.
What was that? Mike.
Boom.
All right. You keep the score, JD?
I get it.
Okay. The next item up for bid, Daniel?
Well, the 4th of July is right around the corner, and everyone knows you can't celebrate without a good .22 rifle. Try Marlin's semi-automatic .22 rifles. They have a 10-round magazine that is easily reloadable, so you can celebrate all night long. And then the next day, be sure and watch the news to find out if you killed someone.
All right. We'll start with you, Mike. What do you bid for this prize?
$69.99.
$69.99. Carlos?
$150.
$150. Nancy?
$160.
$160. And Eduardo?
$70.
$70 even.
Come on, man.
Actual retail price?
Actual retail price, $139.
Look at that one. Eduardo. All right, very nice. Our next item up for bid today on El Praiso Está Bueno.
those DWIs and no insurance tickets finally caught up with you. So now you have to go back and forth to work on a bicycle. Well, carry as much as you possibly can with a folding metal basket from electricbikes.com. They also come in handy on those beer runs to the Quickie Mart.
All right, Nancy, we'll start with you. What do you bid for this item?
$59.99.
$59.99. Carlos?
I'd say $75.
$75. Mike?
A C, no.
$1? $100. Oh, $100. I'm sorry. And what about you, Eduardo?
$12.
$12 even. Actual retail price?
Actual retail price, $29.95.
Got that one. Eduardo? What's the score so far, JD?
Nancy and Carlos tied with the 0. Mike has 1, Eduardo 2.
All right. And the next item up for bid, Daniel?
Are you tired of being picked up by the INS once a week? Then stop by Foot Locker and pick up a new team jersey with an American sports team logo on it. Nothing makes you look more naturalized than a good USA hockey team shirt.
What do you bid, Eduardo?
$49.99.
$49.99. Nancy?
$39.99.
$39.99. Carlos?
$29.99.
$29.99. And Mike?
Was that authentic?
Authentic, Daniel?
Doesn't say.
Read it again.
See, a good USA hockey team shirt from Foot Locker.
Foot Locker. All right, Mike, what do you bid?
$17.
$17. Actual retail price?
Actual retail price, $84.99.
Eduardo.
Okay. How many items did you write, Eddie?
There's 4 left.
4 left?
Yeah.
Okay. Next item up for bid on El Priso Está Bueno?
Well, you bought a truck and had it lowered, but now can't find room to put the kids. Well, with the new laws in Texas making it harder for them to ride in the back, what's a guy to do? What about a new Truxedo fiberglass bed cover from Frank Pitt's Pit Stop? It hides everything from the outside world, even those relatives that you want to bring back from old Mexico. Don't forget to poke some air holes in the top to let the exhaust pass on through. Not recommended to keep children under 6 for long periods of time.
Eduardo, what do you bid for this?
$100.
$100. Nancy?
$150.
$150. Carlos?
$115.
$115. And Mike?
$101.
$101. Actual retail price?
Actual retail price is $475 installed.
All right. What's the score, JD?
Now Nancy and Mike have 1. Carlos has 0, and Eduardo has 3.
Okay. All right. What, we got a couple left?
3 left.
All right. Wheel the next one out.
You've marked off your own little area in the bedroom. Now you have a cot and a blanket, but no entertainment. Well, not anymore with a 9-inch TV VCR combo from Walmart. You can rent your favorite movie and watch it while you lay in bed. Don't worry about keeping other people awake because it comes with a headphone jack.
What do you bid, Mike?
$60.
60?
Yeah.
Carlos, what do you bid?
Well, what size screen?
What size screen?
9-inch.
9-inch screen, Carlos.
I'd say $55.
$55. Nancy?
I'd say $65.99.
$65.99. Eduardo?
$70.
$70 even. Actual retail price?
Actual retail price is $119.95.
Got it? Eduardo. Very nice. He's got this one wrapped, doesn't he? Well, they can still win.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Daniel. The next item up for bid on El Priso Está Bueno?
Times are tough. What with everyone on the lookout for terrorists, so proudly display your name with a tattoo across your neck. You can even have it done with the same font as the one on the back windshield of your truck.
All right, Eduardo, what do you bid?
$130.
$130. Nancy?
$100.
$100 even. Carlos?
$50.
$50. And Michael?
$150.
150?
Yeah.
All right, got it. Actual retail price, Daniel?
Actual retail price is $100.
Nancy. All right. Okay. This the final?
This last one.
All right, the last item up for bid is?
It's bound to happen with that many people living in close quarters and eating refried beans. The gas buildup is just waiting for one errant flame to burn the whole house down. Why not be one of the few survivors with a 5-pound fire extinguisher from Kidd? Its chemical makeup will even put out those pesky grease fires from cooking corn chips all day.
Nancy, what do you bid?
$30.
$30. Carlos?
Man, them corn chips are good. I say $100.
$100. Mike?
$99.
$99. And Eduardo?
$36.
$36. Actual retail price?
Actual retail price, $39.95.
Eduardo. All right, JD, what's the score?
Final score, Carlos had none, Mike has uno, Nancy dos, and cinco for Eduardo.
How many?
Cinco
is
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm just checking.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Eduardo. You win a Monster Ball DVD featuring Holly Berry and Billy Bob Thornton, a pair of tickets to see Rush in concert at the Smirnoff Music Center August 19th, and a pair of passes to Silver City Cabaret. Check out the hot new releases, including Monsters Ball, at your Blockbuster store. Blockbuster, bringing entertainment home.
I couldn't hear you through the intercom in here. Who called?
Mike Martin from Dr. Pepper is on the phone.
Which line?
He's on line 8, and we were talking about a vending machine for our office.
Yeah.
A Dr. Pepper vending machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can give us one?
We'll talk to him. He's on line 8.
Yeah. Hi, Mikey.
Hi.
Vending machine?
Well, I'll see what we can do. Dan was talking about a cooler, but, we might be able to get a vending machine in there.
Yeah. Yes.
A vending machine would be really nice for us, yeah.
Yes, a great big vending machine.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes. Dr. Pepper on the front, full of Dr. Pepper products for all to enjoy.
Oh, yeah, we'd make sure there was a variety of products in there for you.
Yes.
Sure. Okay.
Dr. Pepper's quite lovely.
Yeah.
Hang on. Do you guys have, in your office, room for a machine?
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, well, I didn't know how much extra room's in there since I moved out.
Mm-hmm. No, we'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to make sure that we get something that's going to fit in the space you've got.
Yes. Do you have a special collectible machine that they're putting out?
I don't think we've got one of those, but we can check around and see if there's one available.
Yeah. With a picture of somebody on. What kind of machines do you guys have out right now?
Oh, there's all kinds of machines. There's the coolers that have the sliding glass doors that you see in the big discount stores,
right.
The checkout lanes, and then you got the vending machines, and there's just a variety of them.
What do we want?
I don't know. Do we want
just whatever you can get. I mean, just a nice vending machine.
Why don't I come up with some options?
Yes.
And we'll see what, and you can pick.
Yeah, okay, that'd be great.
All right.
That'd
be great, Mike.
Yes, thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Mike.
Okay.
How much?
I'll see what we can do. We can probably come up with a real good price for you.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Like real low.
Yes.
Like maybe not at all.
Okay, perfect. Once again, Dr. Pepper bottlers are favorite.
Awesome. We love it.
Thank you, Mike.
There's the Diet Cherry 7-Up.
Oh, my daughter became instantly addicted to Red Fusion.
Did she really?
Oh, yes.
Do they make that in diet yet?
Not yet.
I tried it in the office. It was good, but it ain't diet.
No. No, it is good.
Do we want anything to put money in every time, or do we want just sliding?
No, you can make it to where it just gives out the product.
Just smack it?
Mm-hmm. Not smack it, but
well,
you push the button and get it.
Yeah.
Of course, we could also get the keys for it and have it to where it charges everyone else but us.
Well, they can't get in your office, though.
Well, but when we're in there.
No. Okay. Okay. All right. You want to hear the rest of my $25 million that's coming?
Yes.
Sure. All right, hold on.
You're going to be rich.
You're going to share with us.
Consensus to see, where to leave off. Based on the laws and ethics of employment, we as civil servant workers under this organization, once again spelled with an S, are not allowed to operate a foreign account. This is the more reason why we needed your assistance to provide an account that can sustain this fund for safekeeping and our future investment with your comprehensive advice, assistance, and partnership in your country. It is, however, agreed as the account owner in this deal, to allow you 30%. Oh, I don't get it all. Allow you 30% of the entire sum as compensation. Oh.
So they're using you as a bank, and you're getting interest, basically.
Yeah. 65% will be held on a trust for us, while 5% will be used to defray any incidental charges and costs during the course of the transaction. The transaction will be successfully concluded within 7 days if you accord us your I don't know what that word is, and due cooperation. Should you provide the following: your company's name with complete address, telephone and fax numbers, the name of your bank, its address with telephone, fax numbers, the account number, the beneficiary with telephone and fax numbers.
They put your bank and account numbers.
Yeah. And my name.
Of course. It's for the funds.
Upon the receipt of this information, the documents and approval with the text will be sent to you for confirmation and then forwarded to the organization for ratification and subsequent payment. As with the case of all organized, sensitive, and conspired deals, we solicit for your unreserved confidentiality and utmost secret in this business. We hope to retire peacefully and lead an honorable business life afterwards. There are no risks. Where's the last page? Involved. Please reply. Best regards, Dr. Giwi Abubakar. I replied.
Oh, you did? I was going to say, that somebody somewhere fell for that.
Where did let's see, what is this? I sent back. Yes, we'd love to participate. What is the next step? Dear Russ.
So email back.
Yes. Thanks for your reply to my proposal. I hope that the trust which we were about to impose on you shall not be betrayed, because we would not like somebody that will sit or run away with our fund after it has been transferred into his account.
Wouldn't what you were just saying you're going to do is just hold on to the money?
Well, I don't get all of it. It says I only get 30%.
Oh.
They want me to watch it for them.
They want it back later.
Yeah.
Part of it.
All we need from you now is your banking information. That is your bank account number, the name of your bank, telephone, fax number, the name of the beneficiary with the telephone and fax number. We have done all necessary things to get the fund into any account you provide us within the next 5 working days. Hope to hear from you soon. Best regards, Dr. Giwi Abubakar. All right, I got one more response. Hold on.
Damn.
This last one has his phone number, if I can find it.
Oh, no.
I don't think I printed it. Dan, did you print? Oh. I sent a bunch of stuff for you to print. I don't think I got it. Anyway, I sent back, is there a phone number that I can call that we could, talk about this? He sent me a phone number. I just don't know what to do with it. Maybe if I find it, we'll call him tomorrow. Hold on. Yeah, what is it, Robert?
You're about the 343rd person that I've heard that has received this fax, and I guess that's just within this last 6 months alone.
Huh.
And I heard I got another one of those from 2 years ago also.
Yeah? So what are you saying?
Well, I think if anything, they're probably going to reserve your account number, reserve your ABA number, and then as you deposit funds into that, they're going to ask for a withdrawal of those monies into their own account.
So what are you saying?
Well, if you don't have any money in the account, you don't ever have to worry about it.
Well, why would they take money out if they're going to give me $25 million?
Because you're going to give them your information first.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But they're going to give me $25 million.
If it ever comes.
Well, hold on a second. This is from Dr. Giwi Akubakra.
That's right.
Yes.
Giwi Akubakra is going to go through and get 343, maybe 100,000 people that's going to give them their bank account information to withdraw funds out of their account.
So what are you telling me he's trying to do?
He's trying to basically get your bank account information so he can do an automatic...
I'm trying to get him to use the word hoax, but he's too stupid.
Now he's trying to find him in Nigeria.
So this is a what?
So it's all a hoax so that he can get your cash.
Damn. So I shouldn't do this. How'd you figure all that out?
Well, it's...
Who cares?
idiot.
Do you really? But the thing is, it's just so retarded. Who would buy any of it? Who would actually go, Jesus Christ, get down to...
I don't know.
Where's the closest Bank of America?
Your mom has a computer. I mean, an old person might read that and go, You
think it's mostly old people they're shooting for?
Yeah.
I guess if you send it out enough, there's going to be some tard out there.
Somebody. Somewhere. Like the guy who's just on the phone.
Yeah. Yes, Colin? Hold on. All right, what's wrong with my phone now? Now the phones don't work. Did I got to unplug it?
Try it now.
What did you do?
Just use the bottom 2 lines.
Hang on, I unplugged it. It's resetting. What did you do in there? Did you do something?
No.
Why you tell me to try it now?
Because I cleared some of the lines. There's one button on here to clear the lines.
All right, wait a minute. All right, I got it now. I don't know what the hell's going on. What is it,
Hey,
Colin?
can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, man. In about the past 5 months, I've gotten about 10 of those. If you reply to them, your email gets put in a pool of those letters, and you're going to get those nonstop for a long time now.
Good.
It's the biggest scam in the world, and I can tomorrow I can send you an email about the guy who's trying to stop them. There's about 40 or 50 different emails that are all similar. They're all basically saying the same thing.
Right, I'm sure they do. I figured that out. Thanks. No, I got the thing, saw that I was going to get $25 million, called up here and told Reed to go himself. That's exactly what I did.
Somebody's stupid enough to do it. You know that. Somebody's done it.
Eddie, do we have to break one more time before 7?
Yes, we do.
All right, if we have time, we'll come back and we'll try and call, give me a phone number. It's got to be somebody.
Yeah?
Might be an answering machine, though.
Is it
it's an international phone number. It's got the area code's 234.
Remember the other thing that was going around for a while? If you call this number, they charge you like X number of dollars a minute, like some ridiculous amount, like $30 a minute, because they can do it because they're in like Zimbabwe or somewhere.
Oh. Yeah, but where are we?
We're in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas.
Where am I?
You're in the middle of the studio here at KYNG.
Calling from whose phone?
That's right, yes.
More of the Russ Martin Show coming right up.
When you dial out for an international call, do you put 1 in front of it?
I have no idea.
I believe so. I think you have to punch in the country code. And I think that's on the email. I think that 233 or whatever it was is the country code.
234. That's real. We'll just call and see what happens. Calling Dr. Gibi Abubakar. I can call out long distance on any line?
I believe so, yeah.
All right. Hold on, what's this guy want? What is it, Lee?
Hey, dude, I saw a pretty good scam. It was back in one of those porno mags, and it was like a fake vagina or a fake, penis pump or something.
Mm-hmm.
And what it was is, you'd send off your $20 to get it, your $19.99. Well, they would send you a letter 3 or 4 weeks, after they received it and got your check, saying, hey, we're out of them or they're defective. Well, the check, the money they'd pay you back was a huge check that said penis pump with your name on it. And what they do is they'd count on people not to deposit because they'd be too embarrassed to go to their bank with a big old check that said, fake vagina for Mr. Russ Martin. And so people wouldn't deposit them, and, they made money hand over fist. I didn't care. I deposited my check. So.
Yeah, I'd have walked up to the teller and go, hey, there's my refund for my penis pump. And by the way, it don't work. Look at this.
Hey, brother, love your show, man.
Thank you.
Sorry, brother.
Country code for the United States is 01. You need to call 011.
I'm not calling the United States.
No, but to get out of the country. Start with 011.
I got to dial our country code?
Just dial 011 and then the 234.
If this is wrong, I get to smack you in the testes.
Fine.
011.
Yeah.
And nothing, and then the rest of the number.
Right.
All right. 2, 3, 4.
And just hope that it's not one of those numbers that automatically charges you a fee for dialing the number.
I don't care.
We're sorry, a long-distance company access code is required for the number you have dialed.
Bitches.
Please dial your call with the access code.
Do I got to do that before I dial out?
At the end.
Oh. That's after 7 o'clock. We don't have time now. All right, hang on. Let me write all this down. So when I call out tomorrow, it's 011, and then as soon as I'm done, I punch in our access code.
Right.
All right. Hold up your fingers again. Yeah. 8 what? I got it.
Twice at the end.
833. Got it. All right, you ready to do the plug?
I am ready.
We got 2 days left.
I know. Vacation.
To learn more about the Russ Martin Show, to email anyone on the show, to get in the studio audience, to make a donation to the Listener Foundation, or to get on the show's weekly email list, simply go to russmartin.com. To email us during the show and only during the show, send your messages to studio@russmartin.com. Visit our news director's links and photo gallery at johndavidryan.com. To find Eddie's fascinating and provocative website, go to eddieboyd.com. For information about the rest of the station, go to kyng.com.
All right, see you guys tomorrow.
Bye-bye.